Hey, hey! Hi, everyone! Happy Thursday, I think. How y'all doing tonight? Oh my goodness, what a night, what a day, what a day, the past 2 days, really. Um, oh my gosh, what has happened? What has happened? A lot has happened, guys, and I'm not sure any of you guys are going to enjoy it, to be quite honest with you, because I was livid this afternoon. Livid. And yeah, not good, not good. What's going on right now? And I'm gonna literally say shame, shame, shame on you, Jeremy, germ. I hope you are accountable for every little thing you have ever said and done to harass every person that has ever come across you in your lifetime. I hope it comes back to you tenfold. How dare you? How dare you make allegations as you have, especially, you've said them before, but especially in the past 48 hours, and posted them in your videos and made accusations and accused people of horrendous things. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, hold on. It's Robbie, so hold on. Sorry. All right, he's on his way. It's Robbie. Um, yeah, what has gone on is absolutely despicable, and I am disgusted. And I can't even. Okay, so you guys have seen. I'm assuming some of you, not all of you, of course. I'm going to start crying at some point because this is disgusting. This is this is insane how sick these people are. Okay. Um, you saw this video yesterday. I'm going to go over it because obviously I wasn't live last night. But if you saw this video yesterday, you heard saw all the accusations that were made, and I was literally trying because of everything that's gone on today, trying to watch the video today. I got through 28 minutes of it, and it's probably the same old bullshit. But there's a lot of people who are angry about his two videos, yesterday and today. I don't know what the last, I don't know, 20 minutes or so was, because I literally just ended it before jumping on here and created the goal. Um, uh, he made a hell of a lot of accusations. First of all, he started off his videos lying. Okay, do you want me to tell you what happened today first, or you want me to go over my whole Sunday spun day about his stupid ass videos yesterday and today? Because these videos yesterday and today are what caused what happened today. Not that it's the first time, but it's another time that caused what happened today. It's a lot. So I guess I'll go over the videos. Let me go over the videos because whoever didn't see them might understand where this all came from. Why not, right? So let's do that. That's probably the smartest way to do it. All right. So many things are said in yesterday's video. I'm just trying to look for the beginning of it, where it started. Sorry. I'm sorry. I have today's and yesterday's, and I don't know where it started. So I'm just going to talk about the points that he made yesterday. I know he started off lying, like totally lying from the get go. But one thing I know he said yesterday was he was describing Michelle's what she was wearing and how she's got rings all over her fingers and stuff like that, and she's like that at every hearing, and yet says she's broke or has no assets. I'm like, hold on. The last time you were explaining something, you said Michelle finally showed up to a hearing. So what is it? Was it every hearing she appears like this, dressed this way, or the one hearing that she's finally showed up for? Because she was there, which that was a hearing. This was a depo. She was there too. And yet she was also at the hearing that I was at. So that would be 3. And you're saying that she finally showed up to 1. Meanwhile, yesterday, you're saying every hearing she's at. So what is it, Germ? What is it? He was saying that John lives in a tent. John does not live in a tent. He was saying that the trustees, we already heard this part, that he was already offered Jeremy the property. The 1.666, they already offered it to you and you turned it down. Is that just like when you turned down $1 million from Dan Owens? Is that kind of like the same thing? You speak about it the same way. Does anybody think that Dan Owens really offered him $1 million? I don't think so. Everybody's saying, including Mr. Coop, that the other attorney, Dennis, was there. Dennis was not there, and Jeremy even confirmed that. Dennis was not at the deposition. By the way, Jeremy, bad editing. You kind of like lost it when it comes to the editing. Did George edit your shit too? But he talked about breaking at 11 a.m. and how Jerome thought they were going to break at 11 a.m. I don't even know how true this is. But he also threw out there that everybody was duped, that Felisa, meaning me, of course, that me and Bruce collected money from people that was supposed to go to Jerome, and Jerome was never paid. Well, first off, moron, if Jerome was never paid, why is he on the case in the first place? You think he's just doing it for free? I don't think so. Don't think so. Jerome was paid, and I do have the receipts for that. But by the way, I did not collect the pool for Jerome. That was not me. I shared a link to it if anybody was interested. That's different. I did not collect that. So stop fucking lying to people. Okay? This constant lies. Don't you can't change the truth. You can't change history. History is history. That's it. Everything you say is a freaking lie. He also says that, Michelle owes him all this money. And I'm going to include part of today's video because I saw this in today's video too. Where he says, Lisa's lying. I don't know what voice he's trying to pull off, but Lisa's lying. I'm sorry, Felisa Flea, the fat, toothless Felisa Flea. He's referring to me, okay? She's lying and defrauding of over $100,000. What was it? 2 days ago, it was $56K. What is it, Germ? Okay? But she's lying, and she's a creditor, and she's blah, 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 blah. And then the other day, she goes and says she's not even in this case. The comprehension issue with these people. First of all, when this all went down, I was at the creditor's hearing because I was going to be a creditor, because I could be a creditor. And me being a creditor, I am more of a creditor than you are. You are a potential creditor. Just because you're in a case and there might be an order right here saying she's got to pay sanctions on this, and you might have that in Ohio that says she's got to pay my legal fees here. Guess what, dumbass? Neither of those cases are closed. Those cases are still open. Ohio can overturn their orders because they find out you perjured yourself, and so can the cases in Levy County. They're not closed. Isn't there a new judge stepping on board too? They're not closed, which means you are still a potential creditor. Get it? You are not a creditor because there's nothing on paper with a case closed saying you are owed this much money. Nothing. And just so you know, cases can be appealed. Right, Germ? Isn't that what you did to Dan Owen? Isn't that what you plan on doing to everybody else? So, yeah, you are still a potential creditor. Whereas I would be a creditor. I chose not to be a creditor because the only reason I would be a creditor was to protect the projects that we did. the assets that we put into that, if they're going to consider them assets, that was gifted to me to do the projects for the fence. Did Michelle do those? No. Did Michelle, were they like her, like somebody else did them? Did Michelle organize a Christmas party? No, I did. Okay. I can protect anything I had to do with. And that would be the only reason why I would have stepped in there, because I would be protecting it on behalf of myself and every one of the viewers and people who gifted to help make it happen. But technically, there's no reason for me to have been in it. Now, he seems to say that I was trying to protect myself and keep myself from talking or whatever bullshit. I'm not afraid to tell anybody what's transpired here. I have a shit ton of viewers that know and watched. I have a whole bunch of proof, a whole bunch of witnesses, a whole bunch of affidavits. I'm not worried about nothing. Okay? I'm not doing nothing. What I've been doing all along is protecting this family and this child. And I'm telling you right now, I am going to continue to protect this child. And you guys will soon realize why my attitude is as strong as it is right now when I tell you what happened today. Okay. So again, he's not a creditor. He's a potential creditor. Okay? Okay? Can you comprehend that, Jeremy? All right. So basically, Randy killed 24 minutes freaking out that Harley and John was in the building. Okay? He even admitted that. But he turns it around to Michelle was doing this or Michelle was doing that. Let me tell you guys something right now. John entered a room. He forgot his earbuds, got back into the room. Michelle went into the depot. That's it. John never left the room. Harley never left the room. Michelle was in the depot. Michelle left the room to get a deputy to come in. Absolutely. Did Michelle go back to the car at some point on a break to get information? No. Michelle did not go back to the car to get information. Michelle went back and got her phone and then in turn proved to Randy Shockett that he was lying. Okay? And when she said, "Is that what it says, Mr. Shockett?" Proved to him he was lying. And when she questioned him about whether or not he could see what she, pointed at him and showed him on the paper, the proof she gave him, he turned around and says, "I asked the questions here." Okay? He threw his hands up in the air, saying, "It's over, it's over, it's over." He ended the depot. Michelle was in the room. Michelle wasn't on no break. She was in the room when he did that. Jeremy's lying his ass off, okay? And this is just, it's crazy. Let's see. Again, he said yesterday that there was audio. There is no audio, okay? There is no audio for this deposition. There are transcripts. How do I know this? Because I spoke with the court reporter. And I ordered the transcripts. Somebody else ordered the transcripts also. Don't know who that was, but somebody else did. So there are two orders for the same transcript right now. But there is no audio available to get for this deposition. Okay? So don't let him fool you. The only audio that there might be would be him recording it off of his computer when he was on Zoom. Okay? So, he does admit that the depot was like the last one, but he still claims that she ran out of that depot. No, she did not. After Shockett said it's over, she left the room, she went outside, and the court reporter followed her out after she grabbed her bags and stuff. It was over. It was done. So if she's still sitting out there, she walked out of the building with the court reporter and John and Harley. John knew the depot was over because he heard Shockett screaming, "It's over." So he started packing up Harley's stuff. Yeah. somebody needs to tell him though that his camera is way too close to his face because okay, Germ, take it from me. Brush them teeth because you never know, you might lose them. Take that from fat toothless Lisa Flea. All right. But yeah, just you got to keep that face back, wash it, whatever, because you can see way too much shit on there. But anyway, so Socket wanted Michelle to tell Germ's truth and not her own truth. And Coop, you should take note of that. All right, because you sitting there on your channel talking about the shit as if you were there is crazy. You don't even have direct information. You have like a Megan and a Tug and a members only, and them questions. You have a whole big shaboozle of shit. Okay, you don't have direct info. Get the transcripts. And we're not going to laugh about the transcripts this time with, watching how Megan or Tug's going to interpret who's who. We're going to read them the way they were written. Okay? And I have a feeling that along with transcripts, there's going to be affidavits from the people who were around. Just saying. So, Jeremy, you might want to start telling the truth and stop lying. Because you're going to be made a fool. And so is your attorney. Okay? This is just the truth coming out, debunking the bullshit that he's been spewing for 2 days. Well, for 2 years, really, 3 years. But this is just the past 2 days. All right, so this ends up being about Coop and all those other idiots from yesterday. But so that's pretty much a lot of the bullshit because from yesterday, that is. He admits to Depo like last year. Felisa who posts court shit, and that's why there's online stuff allowed. I don't even know what he meant by that, but he tried to say that they broke the judge's orders, right? And then he showed some picture of John talking. I actually saved it. I was going to put it up, but right now I can't even find my mouse. All right, so he posted this thing on his video, the very beginning of his video. I know, right, Ed? The very beginning of his video, John saying how the judge said not to air any of this online. And the first thing they do is they go and they talk about it online. Felisa Flea went and talked about it online. And she made a post. And then he shows transcripts of, something I did, right? Something I said, right? Totally out of context, by the way. But he shows a transcript of me saying that Michelle did interrupt him. Michelle did admit she did interrupt him. Absolutely. Because he kept asking her questions. She tried to answer and he'd interrupt her again. Purposely trying to make it look like she's interrupting. That's what he does. He's done that several times. You've all seen it in the other Depo. Okay? So, yeah. I did say that. Of course I did. It's in the transcript. Didn't you post it, Jerm? But here's my point about mentioning this, okay? They had this Depo, right? Shaka says he ended around 11. I'm going to say 11-ish. All right? They all walked out. They packed their stuff up. They left, right? They walked out of the building with the court reporter. As they walked into the car, Shaka's walking to his car. So they were all seen all amongst, this whole little hour and a half, episode, right? And I say hour and a half because my phone rang at 12:30, right? And it was John and Michelle on the phone, right? They talked to, their lawyer or, Michelle's lawyer before me. We did whatever they were doing, but I got a call at 12:30, right? And I said, how'd it go? Whatever. Within 20 seconds, I'm literally sitting at my computer, and all of a sudden, boop, notification. There's Jeremy with a short. Literally 20, 30 seconds after my phone rang and me saying hello, Jeremy's already got a video posted, okay, talking about the Depo. And he's trying to say that I was the one talking about it. I didn't even get to talk to Michelle or John before his thing came out. Now, did I watch it? No, I waited till after the conversation was over. And then I watched the short. Then I went and I made a post going, no, she did not run. Now, if I'm making a post in my first post about this Depo saying, no, she did not run, it's quite obvious you posted your video first because I'm basically responding to it with your lying. I basically debunked your short. So how did I put anything out first? Jeremy, you're just a liar, all around liar. Don't you think people can see shit for themselves? Even if sometimes it needs to be pointed out and they see it. Don't you think they can get it? That they can comprehend? This is insane. This is insane. So, anyway, Okay, that's part of that. What did it say? Let's see. Raising money and fraudulently not giving it to her. Today he said that again too in the very beginning of this video. But that's kind of funny. How am I fraudulently not giving it to her? If it had her name on it, first of all, they would have sent it directly to her. Okay? They didn't do that for their own reasons. And I'm going to just say it because Germ basically ruined her credibility and her reputation. Nobody knew whether or not they could trust giving her money if it's going to go to where it's going to go. And I've heard that from many people, so I'm not lying about it. Okay? But that's why when I was doing the project, they had no problem, doing it. And by the way, I started with a party for a child. Defense was like a thing that popped up in the middle of it because you were stalking them. You were stalking John and Michelle and Harley by driving by every day, filming, saying something, then posting shit online. You were doing that. So someone said they need a privacy fence in the chat. So I said, well, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I said, why don't we find out how much that is? How much is it per panel? John, how far? What's the footage in the front of your property? How big of a fence do you need to cover the front of your fence? Like simple shit. Simple shit. Created all because of you. And we all know how much the fence pissed him off because, we made it more difficult for him to film. Okay. But yeah, that's what we did. And people sent in, cards, those gift cards. They sent in gifts for Christmas. They sent in all kinds of gifts for Christmas. I mean, Amazon, you saw all the boxes. They act like they've never seen anything. And I wonder why they didn't say nothing about this Christmas. Why is that? Because it has nothing to do with, it didn't have anything to do with John and Michelle? Well, actually it did. Harley was part of this year's Christmas. Forgot about that, huh? All right. So nothing was fraudulently. They got everything that I said I would do. Because I wasn't supposed to do anything. I didn't have no contracts with nobody. I was doing what I wanted to do. And people wanted to help me do it. And they did. And we did it. There's a holdup on one of the things, but I dropped off the material. It's sitting there. What the fuck you think I was going to do with it? Hello? And they don't even know what's going on with that. Nobody knows what's going on with that because I've not said a word about it because of the minions and all the shit that they're saying and spreading and whatever. But anyway, let's see. As far as him not coming to Florida, he said, it would have been a waste of time. Like every other time you've flown to Florida, like, you flew to Florida every 3 or 4 days to go harass Mary DeGroot at the town hall for $25. Really? Okay. Then he used the excuse of the heat for his non-arrival. Talked about freaks, fools, and felons. Again, the deposition was stopped because Michelle left the deposition. That's not true. Let's see. Sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting because I try to write it in shorthand. He said that Michelle and John were at the front door, and had George and him been there would have been a massive problem with that. Really? A significant issue is what he said. I say not. Why would there have been a significant issue? Were you going to do something? Why would that have been an issue? Germ. But why would there have been an issue? What would have been the problem if John and Michelle were in front of the courtroom building and you were, I don't know, let's say 10 feet away from him? What would have been the issue, Germ? Because I don't think there's an issue at all now, is there? And I think you know that. Why aren't you saying anything about that, huh? Yeah. Why don't you tell the world why there really would not be an issue? Spill it, Germ. Why don't you be the first to say it? Say it. You want to lie? Be careful, because people like me are going to debunk your ass. I'm tired of this guy getting away with all this harassment. He's lying to his viewers. He's the one fraudulently telling shit to his viewers, scamming his viewers for all this kind of crap. He's the one that's actually doing it. This is crazy. He said that he's trying to talk like he's a doctor now, and Harley doesn't have this problem. So she just has a problem with proteins. Are you out of your mind? You have no idea what that child's medical history is. You tell, a 7-year-old child. First of all, she's not 7 yet, by the way. And you're saying she's walking around in diapers. No, she's not. And what business is it of yours if she was? You do not know this child's medical condition. You think you know one thing. You don't know her entire medical condition. And I will say this, it's not just one thing. So you are looking more and more like a fool every damn day and every time you mention the child. Why are you mentioning the child at all? This child is none of your damn business. 45 fucking CPS calls. All your lies and all your bullshit spun to your people who have made these calls, you yourself, you, your employees, you admitted you've called, all unfounded. Every damn one of them. Unfounded. Your little fundraiser that you raised $36,000 for the bioants to try and get this child back, where they have no rights to it, no standing whatsoever. You raised $36,000 and you said you gave it to a lawyer. You gave it to Jenny Consuega? Are you sure about that? You gave her $36,000 to file 2 filings. 2. That weren't as long as Shockett's fucking, pages and pages of, the paper malarkey he puts in the court system. 2 filings. You raised $36,000. And not only did you do it, you did it with the help of an attorney named Mark Feathers and an attorney named Larry Foreman. And your attorney, I believe, didn't he donate a tie for this whole debacle? To raise funds? Yeah. In regards to that, auction, again, I'll say this. I'm going to show you who the walrus is. What's up, Robbie? If it will let me add you.
What's happening?
There you go. Hey.
Hello, everybody.
I'm glad you came when you did. I actually felt my blood pressure rising there.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Yeah.
What happened now?
Well, I've kind of gone through half of it, but you'll hear more of it. You'll hear what really happened today, so that's kind of what's important. But I was just mentioning how Jeremy's playing doctor and trying to, state what's wrong with Harley, like he knows her medical conditions and her proteins and whatever. And he starts saying how, they go to Burger King. And, when we showed you what, the ingredients were and the stuff from Burger King, she gets an ice cream cone from Burger King, jackass. That's already been out there. It's an ice cream cone. Did you actually have your detectives or your PI who was stalking them at Burger King film what was handed to them out the window of the drive-thru? Because from what I see, it was a picture of them from a distance. Yeah. Speaking of stalkers and PIs and stuff like that, I received a phone call this morning at 7:42? Hold on, let's check. Was it 7:42? I can't show mine because it has other people on it. I was going to redact it. I didn't get to redact it. Shit. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can just pull it up. Hold on. Maybe I can just zoom in on it. Hold on. I just don't want anybody else's numbers in my phone to show because I screenshotted the number. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Will I be able to do that? It's a burner number, so it doesn't really matter. Can I zoom? Yeah, I can zoom. All right. Let's see. I'm just doing this to show proof that I did receive this call this morning. Okay. Get the number quick. All right. And I say that because I'm taking this down. I'm going to show you another time it was shown. Okay. So this is the call to my phone this morning at 7:42. I opened my eye because I was sleeping. I opened my eye. I looked at it. I'm like, I don't know that number. And I closed my eye and went back to sleep. Okay. When I woke up, I checked it. And I'm like, whose number is that? I'm like, but why does that area code look familiar to me? I'm like, no way. So then I get a post sent to me. And now where is that? Let me find this post. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, this was sent to me. Let me show this. Some of you guys may already seen it. Because it was posted on some, I don't know if it was his actual page or a group or whatever. I don't know. So check this out. So, oh, Robbie, you're mentioned here. Hold on. So he's been making posts like this, posting people's phone numbers with like a digit missing and saying, oh, the last number is between 5 and 7, and it rhymes with sticks. You know what I mean? Like, and he's trying to encourage people to, call and harass, all the people that they hate, which is me, Robbie, Gabe, Michelle, Leslie, right? So in this one, it's coming to my attention that posting redacted phone numbers has titled a bald-headed twat waffle from California, whatever. I think he's talking about Mike Arthur there. So let's say if this post gets 100 likes, I'll release LiarNet's unpublished, unlisted phone number. Also, as a bonus, Timu Marine's real number and either Gabe, Robbie's, or Georgie's number. First of all, they don't have Gabe's number. Gabe has a new phone. Robbie's number, I think, Robbie, you're pretty public with your number, so I don't think that's gonna freak anybody out. Except if obviously you start getting a bunch of spam calls or whatever. And I don't know nothing about Georgie's number, but the point is, okay, this guy is inciting people to call and harass all of us, right? And how do I know it's DJ Radis? Well, the number I just showed you, right? Then I go back to, well, hold up. Didn't somebody harass Leslie a few weeks ago? Hold up. Let's see. Share this.
Is it the same number?
Take a look.
Well, I can't. I'm in the chat, so.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Yes, it is the same number. Okay.
Wow.
So you guys will remember that we showed this when Leslie was on because she got it while we were live with Rich. And then he called Rich, remember? So this is a text that Leslie got, okay? And I believe actually this was the text from the day before. And then he texted her while we were live again because I have more of this, right? But I just pulled this up because I wanted to see the phone number. I said, that's why I know that area code, right? Same number, guys, right? Same number. So you witnessed him calling Rich. You witnessed Leslie speak about it as it happened, and then we showed some of it. And then he called Rich. Now I'm showing you he called me this morning, and he's been having all these posts go on for the past week about calling each and every one of us. So, Robbie, be prepared. Your phone might start ringing. So, right. Yeah. So this is like silly, stupid teenage bullshit, and I get that, but it's part of the ongoing. Oh, yes. He calls Michelle on that, and he also called John the other night as well at 2:30 in the morning. Okay, so this is all harassment, and the thing is, he was in fact an employee of Germ with the Christmas thing. He was stalking Michelle, following her. We got video proof of it. Him also the text to Michelle, to George, Jeremy, and Deanna when he was stalking him at the Chinese food restaurant. So we have all kinds of proof that this all leads back to Germ. Okay, all of it leads back to Germ.
George?
Who's George or where's George?
Who's Georgie?
I don't know who George is anymore. Maybe she doesn't know who she is anymore. I don't know.
No, but you said Georgie's number?
Oh, Georgie. Who's Georgie? Georgie is the Wilborns. Remember she came in here and you were like, I don't, I could forgive you, but I'm not dealing with you. That's Georgie. Okay. They're having an issue with Georgie as well because Radis is having a problem. Okay, when I say because Radis, I don't know if it's actually because Radis, but Radis is having a problem with Mike Arthur, and I don't really know that whole situation. I just know there's an issue between all of them, and supposedly, and I say this supposedly only because I didn't see it, but I heard about it, that they've attacked Georgie's daughter. Okay, and I don't know if it was Radis that did that or the other girls, the Criswells and all those people. Like, I don't know because I'm not following that at all. And it was a bit ago, but I know that it's kind of continuing in some sense. So
What's
I
up,
can't
Mike?
really speak about it. I can't. I just know that something's going on, you know? And nobody should attack anybody's child. Okay?
It's just,
Anybody's. No children should be involved in this. And that's one thing Jerm pointed out today. It was kind of funny, some of the stuff he said. So that was pretty much yesterday's depo. And any part of his depo, I should say. He only got to the first question. He didn't even get to the first question. 40 freaking minutes and didn't even get to the first question because he was so enthralled with describing these false things about it and what happened. You know, trying to give these descriptions like he's some kind of freaking storyteller. He's a fibber, if you ask me. So today,
that's exactly what he is, a storyteller, a big fat lie story.
Well, because of his video yesterday, something happened today. Okay. So before we get all heated, today's video was recorded before that, but no one saw it until like 5:30. All right. So today, he did a video, and I didn't get to finish it. I only got through 28 minutes. The first 2 seconds of the damn thing, he's calling me out, right? Talking about how, we broke the judge's ruling. First of all, I didn't break nothing. I'm not under the judge's jurisdiction, Jerm. I wasn't told nothing. But if anybody was, it was you who's under that jurisdiction. And you were told not to air it because you're the one with the YouTube channel out of all you people involved in that case. It's you. You and your minions. Okay? You were told that they didn't want to see it on social media. And what'd you do the second you got off that Zoom? You turned around and you made it short. It was you. Nobody else but you. And I, after speaking to John and Michelle, rebutted your shit. Totally debunked your ass. Even your lawyer debunked your ass by stating he ended the deposition. He did not end the deposition because Michelle wasn't there. Michelle was sitting right in that room when he threw his hands in the air and he said, "It's over, it's over." Yeah. Michelle was right there. Don't lie. Stop your lying. All right, so part 2. That was the title. They broke the judge's orders. Okay. He said that I defrauded viewers. I kind of already talked about this. Yeah, I defrauded viewers with money that should have gone directly to Michelle. Really? And that's where the high said, well, Michelle didn't throw no party. She didn't give the fence either. She was there. It was for her child. John was there. John helped put the fence up. I mean, John was working on the fence before we all even got there. But yeah, they're talking about shit that they still to this day know nothing about. They weren't there. They weren't involved. They're just assuming. Why? Because he's all pissed off that there was a fence there to begin with. Jeremy throws a Bible story in that. I don't know. I missed that. But the other day it was 56,000. Today it was 100,000. Fraud after fraud after fraud, he says. Today he went off with the whole, see, I already touched this. He went off with the whole like, oh, I'm not a creditor, but now Lisa says she's not part of the case because I didn't sign anything to be the creditor because I don't feel I'm going to put any more anguish in this. If it's necessary and I have to protect something, I'll step up and say something. I don't think me actually being a creditor is needed because I think if I really needed to say something that I could address the court. So, or I could address the trustees council, which I already have. So, anyway, that's what we talked about today. I said that the cases are still open, so anything he thinks he's getting, that's part of what you missed. All these cases are still open. Anything that may have been awarded to him or sanctions or whatever it may be, attorney fees, all the cases are still open. They're not closed. So if Ohio turns around and says, dude, you have perjured yourself based on all these affidavits, okay, and all these questions being asked to the sheriff, to everybody else that was there in Ohio, you perjured yourself. So I'm going to overturn this shit and, I don't know, maybe hand this over to the state prosecutor for perjury because that's a possibility, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's a possibility, which means you are not a creditor in that case because that case is not closed. It's not over yet. You're also not a creditor in the Levy County cases because those cases are not closed. It's not over yet. You could have been awarded something here, but it's not over yet. Just like in Fed 2, okay, MLS was awarded attorney fees, okay? But the attorney still had to file a motion to get the fees. He still had to file a motion of the fees. It's not done yet, okay? The judge has to decide if those fees are acceptable. Say granted. Then, even though the case is closed against him, MLS, it's this attorney, he could still get those, awards. It's under that jurisdiction. That's what it says. That's what the judge said. Okay? The cases are not closed in Levy County or in Ohio, which means he's still a potential creditor. Period. Go comprehend that. Figure it out. Megan and Tug will probably try and spin that into something that's not true, but hello, use your common sense, peeps. Let's see. I think that's it for today because I didn't get that much further. I honestly didn't. Let's see. He's trying to say that they're trying to say that Michelle defrauded her signature when she didn't put her full name, or that's why they were going after her name. They kept badgering her about a name for like a long time. The point is, he's trying to say that the name on the deed isn't her name and it was fraudulently purchased and she doesn't own it. And I'm like, oh my God, you're so reaching. You're so reaching. I mean, he always does, but this is beyond crazy. It's not going to work. Give it up. Please give it up. But then he starts talking again about the child. He keeps mentioning Harley. Yesterday, today, he keeps mentioning Harley. What's with the child? Where's the child? Why is the child not in school? Well, she's homeschooled. Why is the child in diapers? No, she's not. None of your business. Why is the child placed in adult situations? Really? Because the adult situations that seem to go on are all about you, Germ. You. And you created this shit. And you use this child on a daily basis to go after them.
Like you did your own.
Yeah, just like you did your own. Why are you so concerned about this child when you weren't about your own children? I think there's somebody out there today that might find out about what he did to his own children. But, Robbie, you're going to get a little pissed off here.
No.
But after I tell you what happened today, and based on his 2 videos that are today, I only saw 28 minutes of. If anyone thinks that what happened today is not going to blow up in Germ's face, you're so wrong.
What happened today?
After yesterday's video, all right, let me just make sure. Okay. I'm going to start getting mad and upset here, guys. So I'm going to try and not let my... I'm just going to try and not cry because this is really upsetting. Okay, let's make sure this is out of the way. I just want to make sure I have a lot of papers right here. So last night, so if she doesn't own it, I own it all. There you go. And that means they can't get the property at all because John's not in bankruptcy. You're right, John. You're absolutely right. They're so stupid. Anyway. Okay. So Jerm put these videos out, right? One of the things that Jerm was saying in yesterday's video, over and over again, he repeated it over and over again. I'm going to say, let's say 4 times he said it. He talked about how John, how did he say it? I don't even know how he said it. A user, whatever, repeated it over and over again.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Numerous times, Justin. I could tell you straight up how people were pissed. I was getting emails like crazy yesterday about it. Then I was getting emails today about it. about today's video. Sexual abuser. Yeah, that's what he says. Thank you. He said it numerous times, and when I heard it, I actually said that to John. I said, I have the video. I've downloaded it. Don't worry. We got him saying he can't edit nothing. Okay? Accused John of that numerous times. Well, a minion, he himself, I don't know, Radis likes to be making phone calls. Maybe it was Radis. This is obviously assuming. Somebody at 3:30 this morning called CPS. Made an anonymous call, which, by the way, they have the phone numbers, but they did not give their name, anonymous, saying that John was molesting Harley. Saying that Michelle beat Harley up so bad, smacking her across the face, all kinds of shit. So today, the sheriff showed up with CPS at Michelle and John's property. They weren't home. But John saw them on the camera, and he was able to talk to the officer. The officer was Deputy McIntyre. They known him from, all the other hell shit. Okay. This is visit 45. Okay. Regardless of what Germans told everybody, there was no CPS case open before this. I mean, there was, but it was closed, right? Everything's been unfounded. But these are serious allegations because this is actually molestation allegations. Okay. They interviewed Michelle. They interviewed Harley, this little 6-year-old girl. They spoke with John. Their neighbor, Good Tina, went down there to make sure everything was okay. They spoke with Good Tina, who has worked with children. Do you guys have any idea what they do when there's molestation allegations against children?
Yeah, they protect John.
Huh?
They protect John.
You're going in and out, Robbie. They what? Do you have any idea what they can possibly do? Darling, this child has been harassed for 3 years through her family. Her parents have gone through hell. A cardboard cutout of what she thinks is a monster faced her every time she walked out that door that she lived until a fence was put up. It's the monster across the street. And you want to tell this little girl that her daddy, who loves her, done nothing but trying to protect her, who's kept his cool while some asshole and God only knows how many people have tried to ruin their lives. He kept his cool because that was what was protecting this girl. You're going to sit there and make these accusations live on your YouTube channel to almost 1 million fucking people who I don't have to ask them to do anything. I just have to say a word and they just do it. Aren't those your words, Jerm? You knew what was going to happen after what you said yesterday. You knew that there was going to be another CPS call. Hell, you could have done it yourself. I don't know. So, again, Michelle was interviewed. This little 6-year-old girl was interviewed. She wasn't taken away from the property or anything. But there could be an examination. She's already gone through examination. She's already been drug tested at one of the CPS calls. All unfounded. But they have stripped this girl once before down to nothing and taken photographs of her.
How can they
True.
allow shit to keep going on?
Well, I'll get to that.
They need to arrest these people.
Yeah. I feel like I have to explain what they do
Really,
because
don't.
maybe people don't understand or know what they do when they examine this little girl. She has already been, like I said, harassed, questioned, scared. She's been photographed. She's been drug tested.
And now she's at an age where she's going to start remembering this.
Oh, she remembers. She remembers. She's very smart. She's also a little girl that has health issues. And not just a protein problem, like Jerem says. She has serious health issues. This kind of examination can scar her for life. They're going to examine this little girl. Her body, her arms, her legs. They're also going to try and see. I can't even say it.
Don't. I'm so fucking pissed right now.
They are going to try and see if this girl has ever been molested in ways that I can't even say it. So just imagine what they're going to do to this little 6-year-old girl. All because some asshole decided at 3 o'clock this morning to believe or listen to Germ. Maybe it was Germ. Like I said, we don't know who it was. I hope they have the phone number. They said they can get the phone number. And this wasn't just 45 visits. There's been hundreds of calls that come in about that. Hundreds of calls over the course of time have come in. The good thing is there was a witness that was there. The other good thing was the sheriff that showed up to escort the lady from CPS knows about the case. The CPS woman was showed all the cameras from across the street. She was showed the monster across the street, the cardboard monster. She knows about all the hundreds of calls. She's read the reports. What I can tell you is there is a report that was written today. And this report isn't something that whoever called expected. There are 2 counties now that know about this incident that went on today and where it came from, what caused it. I'm really trying hard to contain myself. You have no idea. When this was going on, Rich was live this afternoon. And some of you guys saw John in there. And a few minutes went by. And I made a post. And I said, I'm sorry to interrupt. Because I was informed that there were police officers at John's house. And there was one deputy there with CPS. And I said, oh my God, don't even tell me it's because of his fucking video yesterday. Sure enough, it was. Video and a phone call. That's all it took. Video prompted the phone call. So I said, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'd like to ask for prayers. Couldn't say for who, you know. I just said for a little girl. Rich stopped what he was saying. Him and Meredith were alive, and they asked for prayers. Rich was born and raised Catholic, so he asked for prayers, and he also said the Our Father for children, uh, all children. And I was really glad that he did that. I didn't expect that. I was just I wanted the chat to just say some, prayers up, prayer for a little girl. But Rich stopped the show and did that, and I thought that was really, really cool of him to do that. Um, that's while CPS was at their house, and I had no idea what was going on. I just knew that they were there. I only imagined why, and of course, I was right. But this little girl still faces a possible examination. And I think that is the most despicable thing you could do, to make shit up and cause a family. You're trying to destroy a family. And when I sit there and I say it's all about Harley and people want to mock me and say they're doing nothing to Harley, are you fucking kidding me? Well, is Michelle getting examined that way? Is John? These accusations are really, terrible for John, I guess. Yeah, but we all know they're not true. But are they physically getting examined? Is their body going to be examined? This is what these people are doing to a little 6-year-old girl. You're not protecting her. This is bullshit. You have the word of an asshole.
Satan.
What, hon?
That is the work of Satan.
Yeah. They are listening to the words of a guy across the street who wanted that property so bad and gets pissed off when people don't agree with him and hates that people don't like him. Well, boo-hoo. This is disgusting. You all on that side who have promoted that shit, talked about that shit, posted shit like that, should all be ashamed of yourselves. Each and every one of you. Okay. Lori, thank you. This is what pure evil is. I understand things like this happen all over the world. I understand that these type of examinations happen for a good reason. I get that. That's not what's going on here. And you all know it.
Hell and high water, amen.
This child is none of your business. Her health conditions are none of your business. They're none of my business. They're none of Robbie's business. They're none of your business. They always say if you see something, say something. That's the excuses they're using. You didn't see shit. You're listening to an evil man who hates these people and has done nothing but try to destroy them, using this child as a pawn to do it for 3 years. 3 years.
Oh my God.
Since she was 3 years old. He refused to let her go to a Christmas party. Told him no. Told people that wanted to bring her presents. Told them no. He denies that, but we have witnesses that were there who say otherwise. Yeah, no, this isn't affecting Harley. Hey, Ashley, do you think that's affecting Harley now? Do you think that a little girl who has not been touched should be touched just to find out because of allegations from some fucking asshole across the street? Whose followers think they're doing some kind of good work, listening to one of the biggest sinners I've ever heard in my life?
Rich,
Someone who said he wasn't a preacher but preaches. I wonder what all those people that he preached to all those years ago, when he had a happy marriage with great children and stuff. I wonder what they would think about him now if they watched his videos. That's probably not the person that they saw on a stand in front of a, pedestal talking about God. He went on today mocking. It was all about, Michelle's names and how many names she had, how many marriages she had, and all this shit. I'm like, oh, what are you, jelly? That somebody met her, thought she was, they were going to marry her. They wanted to marry her, and be with her forever. Whatever. Things happen. They don't. How many girlfriends have you had during and after your marriage, Germ? Maybe they all didn't want to marry you. I mean, we know George didn't. What if I start asking you about your name? Okay, so your name's Jeremy Brian Hills. He keeps saying it. I walk into court, they ask my name. This is what I say. Okay, so if I turned around and said, well, where'd you get the name Jeremy from? Where'd that come from? Okay, so why did your mom make your middle name Brian? Where's that from? What does your last name mean? Did you ever use the name Brian Smith before? Oh, no. Oh. Didn't you have a relationship with someone and they thought your real name was Brian Smith? And then they found out you were lying, and that's when they went to your wife and told your wife all about it? So you don't know the name Brian Smith. So you didn't have any kind of fake name that you ever used before. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, had you married all these women, they could have kept your name or changed your name. Because sometimes when people get married, they change their names. And then when they get divorced, they change their names back. And for you sitting there saying that someone's been married 7 times, you don't think that's possible. And you're going to harass someone about their name changes. Was there ever a time that Michelle sat there in a courtroom and said, that's not me? No. She's never said, oh, no, that's not me. No, that's me, but I don't go by that name anymore. That's me. She's never, ever denied any of those names being her, except for using this name Ruby, like legally or something. Because it was a nickname that somebody called. That's like me calling Jeannie Squat Pump. Okay? Come on. Come on, guys. Don't fall for the bullshit. But they went on and on about her name for like an hour. And then he's now doing a video about her name for 28 minutes. He did a 40-minute video yesterday. I'm 28 minutes into the one today. And all he's done was get to the second question. He is going to take this entire, tomorrow, all into next week, and just blow out this whole Depo. I cannot wait for the transcripts to come in, guys, because I ordered them. We will have the transcripts. We will have more than that because there will be affidavits from the people who are actually at the courthouse. Not on a Zoom, germ, at the courthouse. So you better prepare yourself because your lives are going to totally get debunked from reputable people that are part of the court system and law. So, yeah. So that's what happened today, folks. That's what's going on.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Who did Lisa say called CPS? It was anonymous. It was an anonymous call. But I'm sure they have the phone number that it came from. Now, that phone number could be a burner number. Who knows? We know Radis is using one. I hope Karma hits every single supporter Germ's tempo. Please, either way. I'm telling you, this just makes me feel ill. I can't not imagine how Michelle and John is feeling. Yeah. It's bad, guys. It's bad. Now, I can't say what the people that were there think, but obviously they didn't take Harley away. So, but in order to prove things they could get tests done, and it was mentioned. And if that's a possibility, that's what. Oh man, you know, this little girl, this little sweet girl who's done nothing, walks around with a smile on her face, was showing everybody her property and her tortoises today. Loves her mommy, loves her daddy. Lisa, where's George? I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't keep tabs on her. As much as people want me to, I don't. Yeah. I had people messaging me wanting to call the police on him themselves. Oh, here's the rest of some of it. Scampy Girl, thank you so much. Gopi, thank you. More stuff he said in the Depo. I found my notes. John and Harley never left the room. No one left the building. Michelle got her phone and proved Randy was lying. Randy couldn't talk through his, he couldn't take it. She proved him lying like 3 times already. And that's when he threw his hand up in the air and said he's over. He talked about her birth certificate. Oh, we're debunking the birth certificate. You didn't debunk shit. Prove it. Show the birth certificate. You didn't show the birth certificate. What did you debunk? Because your word says so? I don't think so, Jerm. He's saying that his name Hales, he thought he was royalty, and then tried to mock the fact that, Michelle's relatives must have been barbers. Really? Huh. Wonder what mine were, jackass. Bragging again. About preaching and stuff like that. 11 minutes in, he was only at question 1. Badgering. And Michelle did say that she told Shockett that he was badgering her. They keep saying that Michelle said that John has done these things. Has she done that? No. Let's see. Jerem talking about how pretty Michelle. Oh, he's talking about how pretty she was or not. Kept saying that he's got so many legal dots of frauds and cons, yet when Shaka tries to put some things on the record, Michelle proved him a liar. So, okay. You still have no proof of fraud and con. He's talking about shit that Michelle said in regards to John. She's talking about posts that are they're rephrasing stuff that was said in posts. Yeah, why would Michelle still be there if John has done all these things? I mean, come on, think about it, guys. Okay. She never accused Jeremy of touching her child. That's a lie. She never accused Landon of touching her child. Jeremy likes to change shit around that he's either read or seen or somebody told him. Because today, this was good. Today, he throws in and calls out Melissa, Allison, Tug, Megan, Rosalind Duke. Okay, he brings them all up and thanks them all. Okay, I'm sitting there like laughing. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, he just threw all the co-conspirators out there who feed him information. Literally said it. I'm like, thank you, Jerem. That was awesome. So a total idiot he is. He said that Fed 2 wasn't a loss because it led to the bankruptcy. No, Fed 2 did not lead to the bankruptcy. And for you, it was a loss. You lost against 8 people. 9, really, because you didn't make any allegations against Patty. So, But, yeah. So he's just trying to like turn history into something that it's not. All this shit that he's saying has happened and been said as not. He's trying to literally take the shit around. So then, around the 28-minute mark, because the last I read or watched, I should say, he throws in Michelle's call with Tug, and that Michelle asked Tug to come after me and asked about finding out about the money and crap, and then I'm sitting there going, then play the fucking thing. Don't cut it off and stop and play this piece and that piece. Play the whole fucking thing. I don't care what the conversation was. I know the truth. And if Michelle's talking to anybody and asking for help to find out how much money there is, okay. That just tells you she didn't know. Okay. But she was also attacked, basically, and played by the people that Tug sent over on her own YouTube channel on posts that Michelle was doing. Fantina was one of them. You had another girl saying that she donated $1,800. And when I called her out saying, no, you didn't. You're bullshit. Prove it. She goes, oh, but I what did she say? She requested it back or something like that through her card company or some bullshit. I'm like, this woman's a liar. She never did nothing. So there's people saying that they donated that never did. Okay? That's been going on for quite a while, too. So I say let's hear it all. Let's hear what had to be said. I know what you did to her. Whether she wants to admit that she believes some of the stuff she said, maybe she wanted to believe it. You know, maybe she wanted to believe that this money was put in her name so she can get it. You know what I mean? Maybe she wanted to believe that. But she was never told that from me. And there was something that did come as a gift to her. And it was sent to her. It's $200. Okay? Why? How do I know? Because I went back and actually looked. Because I didn't remember anything that was given to her specifically. And it was. Somebody paid for the flea market. I paid for the flea market booth once. There was a gift of $200 that said it was for Michelle, which is why it said. And when I sent it to her, it said it was a gift. So. But that's it. That's it. Nothing else said anything with Michelle or Harley or John. I told you that all along. Well, let's see. So, I don't know. I want to hear it all. I want to see how much crap Bad Tina put into her head or tongues. Let's hear it. All of it. Uncut. And then I want someone to examine it because I can guarantee you Tug was not on that call. Not on that call. But anyway, guys, ladies and gents, Michelle Preston will be here on Saturday with an interview. It's going to happen. You will hear from her yourselves. So if you have questions, email me your questions, or after this video tonight, put a comment with a question for Michelle in regards to any of the stuff that's going on right now. Put a question, we'll answer it, and we'll get Michelle's direct answer. Even if you think you don't know or you won't believe it. If you want the question answered, just get her response. Ask the question. Put it in the comments, and we'll ask Michelle. Because Michelle is going to talk. We're going to talk about the Depo. We're going to talk about what happened today. Okay? And we'll be airing that, or she'll be live with us Saturday night. Saturday night, you'll be hearing directly from Michelle. I love the beach. Okay. So there you go,
I'm shaking.
Yeah, tell me about it. I was livid. I said it first I said I was mad, I was pissed off, so tonight's gonna be on fire. Then when I realized what was really happening, I asked for prayers, and this all happened while I was watching Rich's live.
That's what I just did. I went, prayed, and I.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still.
Telling you, this happened so long ago, which is why I think I'm like, that's why I was talking like really slowly, quietly. I didn't want to, get too upset. But you can't hold that back. You just can't. And the incitement that has gone on, all this has been shown. There's evidence of all of it for a long time. Okay. You guys know I have all the video proof. There is, and it's all being, I'm telling you, it takes time. but it's all being shown. They're all starting to see the evidence. You know, a lot of times, you know, that things have been going on. It's been a lot of hearsay. Like, for instance, some of the sheriffs in Levy County had no idea that he was doing drive-bys until it was caught on camera, like every day. They had no idea. They only knew that there was drive-bys and stuff when there was an incident that they were called about. They had no idea that he was driving by like that every day, several times a day. No clue. You know, so, and you know, when they don't do nothing about things, and sometimes you just let things go and you don't call. Why? Because they're not going to do anything about it. You know, so there was lots of things that the sheriffs didn't know. But today, there was a deputy there that has a history and knowledge of this case and what's going on between Preston and Hales, and was able to, you know, take all the information in regards to the CPS call. There's a report. Let's put it that way. There's a report regarding all of it. So, yeah. Here's another email. I'm so livid right now. German's bringing up HC and being abused, and John is an abuser, and all this shit coming from his mouth about that little girl. There should be a gag order on him. She is a minor. He should not speak of her like that. He does not know shit. Asking if we could show the reward letter or court papers. Oh, of her owing him anything. Like, basically, that why is he in this bankruptcy? He is not a full creditor yet. You know, until those cases are closed and settled and it's final, that nothing can be overturned, then yeah. But the case is still open. Yeah. There's like Megan Fox shit. There's what apparently Megan Fox thinks her when she was a kid she had to get a passport to go to the Bahamas. Do you know that? She said in 1986 she went on a Disney cruise to the Bahamas. Disney cruises didn't even start till 1998. Says, when did you need a passport to go to the Bahamas?
You never used to. You do now.
Yeah, but back then?
No, you didn't.
Yeah. No passports were required for Americans to go to the Bahamas. She showed a picture of herself last night as a kid. Trust me, she was not part of the in crowd. Okay? I could just tell you that. She's definitely bitter. That's where all her hatred comes from, is how she was probably treated as a kid. Guaranteed. Yeah.
For a cruise, you don't need a passport, but to get off your cruise in the Bahamas, you do.
Anyway, let's see. Jay Hip was using my chat clips last night in my pictures. He must love me.
Can you do it with an driver's license?
Yeah, you don't need a passport.
I don't know. I think they recently changed it.
Well, especially now with the real IDs too. You know, I don't think you need a passport to go to Bahamas still. I don't know. I haven't even looked into it.
You don't need a passport for the cruise, but to debark from the cruise, you do. I think.
Rich says, nope, you can get off the boat. I was just on a cruise.
Okay.
You could also use a birth certificate and driver's license for the cruise. Yeah, that I know.
And
I just don't know about getting off.
87,
you could have a passport or a birth certificate.
I didn't need a passport.
Yeah, but she said that she went on this thing in 1986, and they didn't even start those Disney cruises until 1998. Just saying.
God, they lie so much.
I know, even about their own little stories. Like, why would you even make that story up? Who cares? You know, like, just lies, makes upset. So Jay Hip's using my chat clips from last night. Obviously, he likes Mo's work, right? I think he's jealous. I think if he could, he'd try and steal Mo because he likes to say he steals everybody from me. Well, we know he steals my content, but I think he wants to steal Mo and Nightshade. I think that's part of his agenda. Uh-huh. I don't know, Robbie. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh, God.
But anyway, that's copyright infringement. Again, Jay thinks he's going to get away with it. I'm just building a huge case against Jay Hip, by the way, with all this shit, because he definitely thinks he's getting away with it, and he's not. But he's using my videos. He's using my chat. He's using my voice, actually, in some of it. So, yeah, but Megan's still doing it, but Tug is not. Tug's watching it. Trust me. He's watching it. Because he doesn't know. They keep saying, oh, you're not going to sue Megan. She's not going to sue me. Blah, blah, blah. I dare. They're all saying it. I'm like, okay. Tug, I think Tug is unsure whether I will or not. So Tug's playing it safe on his channel. Not on hers. That makes me wonder, how close of a friend are they? That he would not watch her back and say, don't say this shit because if she is suing you, you're going to get in trouble for it. Instead, he incites her to do it. Crazy. Freaking crazy. All right.
Right, Terry?
So many notes here. I want to talk about the Ohio case, but I just want to wait a minute. I'm kind of go to one thing that's completely not true to something that is most likely truer than true, unfortunately. I don't want to call the Ohio case the Siders case.
We love you, buddy.
Or the Siders Saga. I don't want to call them the Ohio 16 because I just think that they're going to end up being called that or part of that the whole rest of their lives. I want to, if I'm going to refer to them, I want to refer to the children as like, I don't know, 16 strong maybe, or 16 angels, something positive to help and not be such a bad. I don't know how you turn around from it being a bad situation. It's all around bad. How do you make it better? You really can't. But I just don't want them to be known as, Ohio 16. When I see it like that on the thumbnail like that, I'm kind of like, I don't like that. I don't really like it. So, but I do want to, stay updated on this case because I believe it's really serious. And I believe all these allegations could unfortunately be true. But I need a minute before we discuss that. Yes, they said she's pregnant again with number 17. I thought it was number 20 because they said that she had, was it in 2020?
Some that passed away.
Yeah, she had a set of twins that died the day that they were born because they were conjoined twins and they had a bunch of medical issues. And they didn't make it. And that was recent. So I'm not sure what year that was. 2022. Thank you, Nan. And apparently now she's pregnant again. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, we'll go into. I just need a minute, guys. Long. Huh?
Oh my God, so sickening. This is so disgusting. How can something like this happen?
Yep. Look, you don't have to like either one of them, but this little girl has done nothing to anybody. Don't make up lies and shit just because you don't like somebody. It all comes down to Harley. These two people, with what little they have, are trying to provide a life for this child. This child walks around, look at my tortoises, look at this, look at that. She's so happy. She goes to a water park and plays in the water. She goes fishing. She loves to fish. This is a happy little girl. With whatever life has dealt her, with her, physical or, her health issues, she's a happy little girl. She's always smiling. How dare you use this child to try and hurt somebody, an adult? You know. Jeremy says, "Oh, she's not their blood," and you are. No, they adopted her. Michelle adopted her. That's her child. That's her daughter. That is exactly what the court papers say. It explicitly says that Michelle's other children are their siblings. It says it on the paperwork. Wow, they went ballistic when Slug used the name against German. You stopped Slug immediately. Yes, I did. I did. And he says that Michelle said those things about him too. Michelle never said that. Michelle never made those accusations against him, but he keeps saying she did. And no, she didn't. Why would she do that? That is her child. That is her daughter. Why would she put her daughter through that? This is ridiculous. 3 years of this, and now, who's it going to affect? Who is feeling the repercussions of all of it in the worst possible way? Harley. Told you it was all about Harley. And this is what Ashley's joining in on. Fueling the fire against a little girl. You happy now?
Patty, I'm shaking.
I am going to put blame out there for everybody who participates in their bullshit. Because it's the people that are participating in their bullshit that are making those phone calls. And that phone call could have came from anybody. I believe they will find out the number because it comes up, but their name is anonymous. They didn't give a name.
Oh, they can still find out because it's all.
Yeah. Because before they were able to find the numbers that called anonymously, it was just that this wasn't the same person. So, you said they made a report about the incident against the caller. Yes, there is now a police report about the incident that happened today. And not a report the way you think. There's a CPS report. There's a police report in regards to it, but it's not just that. It's about the calls. It's about everything that's been going on is noted. And they're going to stop this from happening one way or another. Legally, of course. It doesn't matter who made them. It's his channel alone, and he's responsible for them. Exactly. He put out that video yesterday, and because of that video,
he incited it.
He absolutely incited. There's no doubt. Not only did he do that today, he doubled down on it. Yesterday, he doubled down on it today. Said it again. They know where these calls are coming from. When Mike Arthur was on the phone with CPS live on his live stream, which I think is bullshit, they asked him what he witnessed. And he told them nothing. It's another person's video that he saw. He didn't witness it himself. So what'd you witness? What'd you witness, caller, at 3:13 p.m.? A.m. rather? What'd you witness? It was just one phone call. It was many calls after the first one. Yeah, so, but it came in at 3:30 this morning, and after that, many calls came in. And it wasn't just today that many calls came in. They've had 45 visits, and over 45 visits, they've had all time, they've had hundreds and hundreds of calls. Which...
John,
go to the property. Go to the property. You think they were all witnesses? No, they were not.
Brother, I'm going to say it again. You're a bigger man than I am, and my hat is off to you. And
Yeah.
You, Michelle, and Harley are in my prayers.
Well, you guys know I have an investigation that's open right now, and I informed them of what happened today. I also informed them of the phone call that I received, and showed them all the other copies that I have of the calls that other people received, and the stalking of the Chinese restaurant, and how this person is connected to Germ and can be proven. But this is how deep and how far it's gone. This is what happened today because of yesterday's video and a call that started it last night. This is what he does.
Amen. Edie.
Yep. So let's say I'm just looking through comments. Yeah, there's lots of people that are mad. Lots of people are angry right now. I've got a lot of emails regarding his video yesterday and today. And then nobody really knew. Not many people knew what happened today. But, yeah.
Dude, I had no clue. You just
I know, I didn't talk to you today.
My stomach just dropped.
Yeah. I have videos. Everybody thinks I have. I can log into their cameras and stuff. It's funny. We'll let them think that. But I do have videos of the officer at the gate. And here's what's funny. I'm not going to show nothing. Let's see what other videos or pictures show up. Because I can tell you right now, there was no Travis in the area. There was no other traffic driving by. If any pictures show up of police officers at John Spence today, gate today, you know where it came from. The camera's across the street. Just saying. And that is CPS lady that was there investigating. She saw all the cameras. She saw a trashy tube down. She saw the cardboard monster facing the property. She was told all about it. And not just by John or Michelle.
Hi, Tree.
And doesn't Michelle and John have enough proof of the stalking to get a PO against German Radis? Yes. Yes. Yes, they do. You guys also have to understand something. Michelle's in several cases right now. And it's exhausting. It's tiring. She has a child that does have health problems that she has to take care of. And this is why, like, people don't understand. When the bankruptcy was filed, it put a stay on the other cases. One of the cases did not stay automatically. And because of that, they actually got away with a bunch of bullshit that's kind of coming to the forefront today, which is why I'm saying these cases are not closed yet. They could be overturned. Okay? Some of the stuff that's been granted or whatever could be overturned. But it's a lot. It takes a lot. And it took a lot and 3 tries for Michelle to get the first temporary restraining order against Jeremy. You know, and that's when, you know, you saw the first court case. I kind of stepped in at that time, that's the court case that was happening when I was like, oh my God, who's he suing now? And I remember seeing Michelle on screen to the left of the recording, and I'm like, who is that? Like, I had no idea who she was. You know, it was that TRO case, and I believe Mark Feathers was like ending his tenure in the case, and Shockett was taken over. That's when I kind of found out who and what was going on. And Tori and I were on the lives, and we were asking for people to, you know, give us pieces to the puzzle. What's going on? And I admitted at that time I don't like Germ, but I'm, you know, unbiased until I saw what was going on. And then you can call me biased all you want. I know that guy's a liar. I've proven it so many times over. I have my own experiences with the bullshit that he's done before this. you know. And I never said anything or did anything. I made jokes, you know. Well, Crayola did, you know. Jim Jones and the slow boat from Madagascar.
It's 100% Jim Jones.
But you know, but that was it, and that was only when Crayola was on or whatever. But I kept, you know, my thoughts to myself until he attacked Guapo, who's supposedly his best friend. And then I was like, that's a this guy has been bullying people for way too long. And we showed how much of a bully he was. You know, that I found out of the show. And obviously, as you guys know, because I repeated what I'm saying right now 100 times, uh, I found out a little girl didn't get Christmas and I lost it. I said, oh, hell no. Now look, this is where we are. Feathers left the case because he tried to offer Michelle money to drop the PO. Yeah, you know what's funny? I believe one of Michelle's daughters actually talked about Shockett trying to get them to lie for her. Get the old, I think it's the one daughter, Lindsay. If I'm wrong, her name, but she spoke about Shockett trying to get her to lie, and she also spoke about what Ashley told her and stuff too. So like, there's a whole bunch of shit here that nobody really knows because nobody's gotten to hear the opposite side of this here, the defendant's side, which in most cases, it's Michelle. Because it's not gone to discovery, it's not gone to trial, it's not nobody's heard her actual entire side. You only heard the things that she's trying to get out. You've watched people try to manipulate her. Those are the things that you've seen. You actually haven't heard in a courtroom what she has to say about any of it, all of it. You haven't seen any proof being shown at all. All you've heard is Jeremy's words. You're believing his words. You know, here we've shown you facts. We've debunked it with facts. We've shown you the character stuff. We've shown you the public records. You know, everybody else just seems to be reading court dockets in ways that they're completely interpreting them wrong because they don't comprehend them themselves. They're not lawyers. Hey, I'm not a lawyer, but I know how to read and comprehend. You know, it's just it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on. And like I've said, even with, you know, these investigations and the cases that are now going to come forward, you're going to see it change because you're going to see the truth come out from the other side, not just my lives. You know, you're going to see and hear what they've actually done to Michelle because Michelle's going to be able to have her say in court. It just hasn't been there yet. You guys have not seen what I'm talking. Like I could sit here and talk to you all about copyrights, right? Jay thinks he knows about copyrights. Even Tug, I'm laughing my ass off that these people are that foolish that they can't read the law. It's plain and simple, you know. But don't believe me. Just wait till the court happens and you'll see. Open and shut. That's it. Lindsay will be testifying against Shaka for that. I'm sure. You know. And she should. I don't know. But let's see. So Megan was live the other night. It's going off, of course, this Jess Mikado crap or whatever. But she's also comparing Harley's home to a situation to the film The Rescuers, where a little orphan girl puts a message in a bottle and asks for help. She's saved by two little mice called the Rescuers. This is how they're interpreting Harley now in thumbnails. She discussed Michelle mentioned in court that she wanted Harley close by in case she needed seizure medication and asked why John can't give Harley her meds. Number one, it's none of your business. Okay? There is a reason why the seizure medication is given to Harley by Michelle. There is a reason. But it's not what you think. It's none of your business. They suggested that John and Harley were only in courthouse to cause distractions and for sympathy from courts. Sympathy? What was the sympathy? They were put in a room. Harley had her toys to play with, and John was sitting there with her. What? What's sympathy?
Right, that's what I want to know.
Cause distractions. What distraction? They were put in a room. They stayed there. They didn't come out. What was the distraction? They're lying. They weren't there. But this is the shit that they're saying. How do I know this? Because Michelle and John told me directly. Jeremy wasn't even there. He was just on a camera Zoom. He could only see so much. But you know he's going to lie about it anyway. Guess what? The court reporter was there. The deputies were there. And there is transcripts. Megan says John in the past has been accused of horrific crimes against children. Oh, really?
Really?
That means more than one? So now you've taken these accusations against one that Jeremy's been saying all along. And now it's against children, meaning plural. Really, Megan? That's a serious accusation, Megan. And she said that Michelle can't trust him to give Harley an injection in her bottom. Really? So you felt it necessary to tell everybody where or how she got the medication? Maybe because of all the allegations, John doesn't want to.
Listen, Lisa.
What?
I hate to do this. I got to get off. I'm just getting more and more pissed off right now, and this is not good.
All right.
I am seeing red. I am fuming. This is absolutely disgusting that anyone would even go watch his channel and watch these lies, and that nothing has been done about this. This is absolutely despicable that YouTube will allow this to go on.
Yeah, I agree.
This is absolutely insane. I am so pissed off right now. I can't stop shaking.
Yeah.
And this is dude, my heart is racing.
I know. I believe it.
It's,
That's how I
can feel it beating out of my chest. And this is absolutely disgusting. Everyone on here should write Governor DeSantis to do a full investigation on this, because this is absolutely bullshit. You can put a family through this for over 3 years now.
Yep. I'm telling you, I got emails today from people asking me, should I call the police? Because I'm witnessing this video, this guy doing this, and I'm like, if that's what you feel like doing, then you have every right to,
whatever you guys feel like doing, you have the right to do. Mm-hmm. And something has to be done about this. Yep. Something has to be done about this piece of shit and his minions.
Right.
And it's absolutely disgusting. I don't understand this. I can't.
Well, it's like they're all following his narrative. Like now, look, Michelle, Megan doesn't have anything else to talk about. She runs out on the Jess Mikado stuff now, so she runs back to Michelle. They're attacking Michelle all over again. Why? Because the Depo is coming. Now they know they have content. When the transcripts come in, they're going to go over that. They're going to pretend. She's going to act like, Michelle, and the other one's going to act like Shockit, and they're going to have fun with it. Jeremy's already talking about audio from it, and doing a puppet show. Well, I hate to tell you, there's no audio, peoples. There's no audio. None. So they're going to go by the transcripts, whatever they plan on doing. But they already got the content going. She was just bringing up all this shit. She was talking about the trespass by and brought up how Michelle tried to keep Harley in the campus so she wasn't filmed. And then Harley kept coming out, so she locked the door. And they made the big issue about it because even the cops said, don't lock her in, But Harley can't open the door. She knows how to unlock the door. She knows how to open the door and get out. Michelle was trying to protect her daughter from the people standing there with cameras because the sheriff told them not to film the private areas. And the fucking, who was the one that was there? The Granger chick, Madam Mayor, disregarded what the sheriff was doing because she was holding a camera in a way that was filming Harley. We all saw what was on her camera. And we know that was the private areas that the sheriff told her not to film. And she did it anyway. It was clear as day.
John, my heart goes out to you, brother.
Yeah, he is. John usually falls asleep by now.
I,
Last night I was asking him questions and he wasn't answering right away. And normally John does the answer pretty quickly. So I'm like, wake up, wake up, wake up. He's like, how'd you know I was sleeping? I'm like, because you usually answer me by now. I had a question about the time slot of the Depo. Sadly, he was the only one that could have really, given me an answer based off of, Michelle's answers. But we'll get direct answers from.
Listen, everybody in here, please do me one favor tonight. Please, when you go to bed, say a prayer for John, Harley, and Michelle, because no family should ever have to go through what they are doing.
Yeah.
Please say a prayer and keep them in your prayers. This is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And I will leave you all with good night. I love you all. God bless. And you guys just stay strong. Stay strong. Let Lisa do what Lisa does best. And if you can help her in any way you can. Lisa, I love you. Oh my God, I wish you would have warned me earlier today on this. No, my day would have been brutal, but
I told you I was going to be on fire. But you probably didn't get the link till right where we're coming on, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is so disgusting.
I've been sitting here stewing for hours. Hours.
This is so disgusting.
Because I got a call saying that there were cops there, and then I spoke to John, and John, they weren't even home. He saw it on their gate, So, and I was sitting there. I'm like, oh my God, like what the hell's happening? They got home. They had to wait for them to come back. It was a big to do.
Oh God.
And the end result is what I said, and I think that's absolutely disgusting. So basically, what they've done is they are harming this child. Period.
Dude, it never was funny, but
no,
it happened when she was so young. She's not going to remember it, and now she's of an age where she's going to start to question things and remember things.
Oh, she's already been doing that. She's going to remember this. There's not a doubt.
You guys are the one who are destroying this little child.
Yep.
People are absolutely disgusting.
For Jeremy's sick satisfaction. As you know, you don't care about winning. It's all about bankrupting people. Making them financial ruin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he said it before. He never takes people to court to win. He takes people to court to bankrupt them.
Yep. Absolutely. YouTube can stop it at any time. In order for YouTube to handle it the way we want it to, there has to be lawsuits, not necessarily against YouTube, but like criminal investigations, court orders, things like that. They'll go so far, if they don't see it for themselves, it's the legal department that has to see court orders and things like that. So it all has to hold on. It all has to go through channels, unfortunately, and it takes a minute. Hold on.
I gotta go. I gotta go make a stiff drink and just try to pass out. Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. Oh, apparently we were all threatened today too.
What?
Yeah.
By who now?
Germ.
Threatened pal now.
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. My guess is probably towards the end he was doing it. Did y'all watch it, the whole thing today? Did he threaten all of us now? All the people that were in bed too? Hold on. He threw a threat out to all of you that was dismissed. Oh, yeah. We got people who are pissed off. Okay. Did y'all see it? I downloaded it, but I didn't get through. Like I said, I only got through 28 minutes of it. Yeah, he did, and said he's not gonna stop. He's gonna keep on going and going and going until you guys are fucked. Oh, so this is the funny thing. I didn't attach today's or yesterday's video to the person handling my investigation. I told him about it because I told him what happened today. Perhaps I should send him the video then.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know how long it was. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'll tell you exactly where I stopped.
All right. I gotta go. I'm so fucking pissed now.
All right.
All right.
I'll call you when I get off. Or if you're
right,
still up. All right. Bye. So I got to 28 minutes, and apparently this video is 46 minutes. So that's how far I got. But I downloaded it, so I have it. He can't change or whatever. He can delete it all he wants. Just so you know, if he deletes anything, all you have to do is get it from YouTube. YouTube still has it. I only got through the first 3 or 4 minutes. I know. You know what's funny is there was so much going on because of today. I had to watch the first 2 minutes like 3 times. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm still at 2 minutes, really? I'm like, oh my God, this guy. I don't feel for Martha now. Yeah, well, Megan is on that kick. They're all going after Michelle. She said that they never ever mentioned Michelle saying she didn't want her daughter filmed. Hello? The sheriff went inside, spoke to Michelle. The sheriff came back outside, told Deanna, the Grangers, and everything that they could not film the private parts because she doesn't want her daughter filmed. Megan, do you vet anything, you dumb bitch? Do you vet anything? You're such a fucking liar. We all saw it. Why do you miss it? You seem to miss everything. Everything. Oh my God. My opinion is this woman is a dumb bitch. I can't even, this is, how much shit is she gonna think she's covering as some kind of freaky ass journalist and not vet anything? Nothing. She says what she wants. She spins it all. They showed Germ's latest video discussing the deposition, and Hale still claiming Michelle walked out of court. Did not. Megan tried to justify Shockett's behavior by saying he's running out of patience with Michelle and dealt with this deposition in a different way. We all know he's unprofessional and aggressive. He's very aggressive. I freaking watched it. I watched it at that bankruptcy hearing. I don't know if... Okay, so here's the thing. He did the depo on Michelle, right? So he knows how to play Michelle. We all know that. We watched it. Knows how to play it, right? Now he's in a bankruptcy hearing. All of a sudden, I pop in completely out of the blue. They had no idea I was going to show up. But it was just my name. And Jeremy lost his shit. It shocked George and Deanna because they spoke about it at 5:30, on a live that night. I don't know if I shocked it. But anyway, he didn't have much to say, and he literally was yelling at Michelle, and then flipped out when he heard a noise that was John or Harley. What was that? Like literally jumped kind of to the side of his chair, and then was like, I watched that myself. I'm telling you, this guy is like unhinged. And he snaps. Whoever you saw on that video at Foreman's house was not the guy that's in the courtroom. I'll tell you that right now. I think he's trying to be a pit bull, but he's lying. He's lying. He's creating controversy. He's creating drama and trying to spin it like it's not him, but the other person that's sitting there, because he's trying to get them agitated so they start yelling back, You're right. Brian Smith. Mm-hmm. All right, so there was part 2 to this, and they still claim Michelle went bankrupt to put the court cases on hold. I think she went bankrupt because Jeremy was suing her a bunch of times in several cases. But they don't mention the fact that people go bankrupt because they need help to relieve debt. That would be true. In Jerem's video, Jerem waves paper around, claims whatever. We have all the answers to all the questions that were going to be asked in the deposition. If he has the answers, then why ask the question? Right. He wants to see if he's going to lie. He was trying to get Michelle to lie. Michelle says that clear as day. She kept telling him, you're lying. You're trying to get me to lie. He kept asking the same questions. And she's like, it's the same answer. I'm not going to lie. And then her attorney did say to answer the questions. She goes, I did. He just doesn't like my answer. So many times. A little bit. Please tell to John and Michelle to get HD ice cream. Awesome. I will do that. Hold on. A little bit. Ice cream for Harley. Got that, guys? John, if you're listening, if you have $10 in your, or Michelle has $10, I don't know who has what anymore. I will. It's from little bit. Thank you. She will definitely enjoy that. She loves ice cream. All right, so Jerem still insists he's been offered Michelle and John's property. I don't understand why he'll be offered the property. Of course, he doesn't want it because, he has to play the narrative that he never wanted it, which we all know is a lie. Megan went on to suggest that Michelle's lawyer is negligent and suggests he's caused more harm than good. Of course she does. Megan offers a picture of her with a side ponytail for 25 super tips. Oh, my God, no, she didn't. She offered that picture for super tips. Oh, that was a waste. See, I just saw the picture because I scrolled through it to see if she was copyrighting any of my stuff. If my stuff was on the screen. And I saw that. I'm like, oh, my God, is that her? And then I realized, okay, yeah, she was not part of the in crowd. She's definitely the chick that I said that was the snob and Peggy Sue gets married or got married. Definitely. She was not one of the cool chicks. Definitely. You could tell right off the bat. Her vanity is over the roof. Let's see. I can't believe she did that. A picture when she was little. Oh my God. If I did that, I'd be embarrassed. Anyway. Not because of my picture, just because I'm asking for money to show it. That's pathetic. Anyway. So she continued with Jerem's video where he's stumbling over his words. That's right. He was doing that. Trying to sound believable when he explains how Rex the deputy, this is going to be funny, guys. Remember this guy, Rex the deputy. Chuck E. Cheese, $5 for each to get more ice cream. Oh, right on, Chuck E. Cheese. Uh-oh, they're going to attack me for this. I'm sorry. Chuck E. Cheese. $5. All right, now, just so you know, guys, I'm going to put this right out there. YouTube takes 30%, but don't worry. I will send over $15. I will not see this for another, where are we at? July 10th. This, when you send a super chat right now, I won't even see that until August. Okay? July's income comes in a check in August, late August, the 21st. So just so you know, I don't get this, but I will tomorrow send out $15 for ice cream for Harley. Just so you know, that's how it works. Okay? All right. And anybody who doesn't believe me, I'll show you the Cash App because it's probably Cash App that I'll send. Let's see. Megan mentioned when she talked to Michelle's neighbors in Northport and Shara Wolf's accusations of Michelle giving Harley Benadryl and melatonin. Oh my God. I'm not even, this is insane. Tricky Cheese, a member for 24 months. Hello, Tricky Cheese. Whoop, whoop. That's 2 years. Oh my goodness. Crazy, right? I can't even believe it's been that long. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. She's suggesting Harley's epilepsy symptoms are part of side effects of Michelle giving her medication that might harm her. What the fuck? Since when does Megan, a doctor, even a therapist, are you joking me right now? Her epilepsy is because of other reasons that are already explained, but not to you or anybody else. Why? Because it's none of your business. None of your business. I guess Shara didn't give full information either. You guys are all a bunch of assholes. You really and truly are. Leave this child alone. Starbucks. Boop, boop. Thank you, thank you. Leave Harley Grace alone. Hell's ecosystem called. That's right, Ed. Remember, 13 months. Wow. Please don't take all of Megan's money in your lawsuit. Save some for us. Don't worry, hon. I got you. All right. Throughout, she throws out suggestions like why someone hasn't called the authorities yet for help. Oh, really? So she's inciting people calling. When was this? July 9th. So this is from her thing last night. So let me. Okay. So this is a summary of Megan's thing. I already downloaded Megan's last night when she ended her live. I did not watch it yet. So this is a summary of Megan's live. So basically what happened yesterday, Jeremy put out the first Depo video, made all these accusations about John, and then Megan goes on and makes all kinds of accusations about Michelle and literally says that someone should call, she doesn't understand why anyone hasn't called the authorities for help, etc. So the two of them together, part of this narrative, have both incited people to call and complain. And now what happened today happened. And now this child is going to be facing something that's going to scar her for life because of the theories. Because Megan calls them theories that Megan Fox has and Jeremy. These two assholes. By the way, these two assholes are part of my investigation for cyber harassment. Just so you know. Megan Fox is added to it. She's been added to the cyber harassment. Just so you know. So I'm glad that I informed the people working on my investigation about this, because now that I have that downloaded video and now that I see the summary and it says that she incited people by stating why no one has called authorities yet. She already knows that people have called, actually, because she knows all about the 43 CPS visits. She's talked about it so many times. And she's inciting people to call more. And again, really. Real smart, Megan. Real smart. By the way, the summary I get comes from people that watch Megan's show. Thank you for this summary, because I did not know that. I didn't get to that part yet. I didn't even get to that. So much has been going on. I did not get to Megan's video. Wow. Well, that's definitely going to be going over. Now both of them are going to be going over to the sheriff, because this is a serious situation. It always has been serious, right? But, I mean, just imagine a sheriff's office dealing with all kinds of crimes. These kind of cyber crimes are probably not, on the top of everybody's list. They have murders, they have, all kinds of different crimes that go on. But it has been going on for a long time. And I will like to say that the people that are handling the investigation, from my own reports, I am very happy with what's going on. I see I see the investigation happening, and I know that they're doing their job. So I'm very happy with it, and I really don't think that it's going to be I don't think there's, I don't think there's going to. Let's just say, I don't think that the outcome is going to be nothing. How would Megan feel if her own children had to undergo these examinations? Nobody here would put them through that. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know. Has anybody here ever even said anything negatively about her mothering styles or whatever? Or, I've never heard of anything like that. But this is what she does to other people. She literally went on a live saying that Michelle had Munchausen syndrome. Hello? Where the hell did you get that from? Oh, hearsay from some other chick that doesn't like Michelle. Oh, okay. Okay. What a resource. Unbelievable. Okay. So Mr. Coop and D Spills the Tea were also talking about this shit, and these two just don't even listen to them. A bunch of bullshit. Then you have people like Stacy and of course Tammy again in their chat every day, talking a whole bunch of shit, spewing a whole bunch of bullshit. Oh man, I'm so mad that Robbie left because I wanted to talk about Stats. Stats is literally throwing herself out there now. Saying how she knows all these people. She's met all these people. Bitch, I saw you once. Once. Okay? And I barely had a conversation with you. Barely. You have an issue with me because I was, head mod at the time for Robbie. And I told you what he wanted to be posted. And you didn't like it. Yeah, you didn't like it. Okay? But then you email me with all this crazy shit, all misconfabulated because the way she talks is insane. She definitely sounds like she's on something when she types. Oh my God. But, you're the savior of the swamp. Save Robbie from the moo-moo. I mean, all this crap. But then she calls herself the savior of the swamp. I'm like, oh my God, this girl's crazy. I've never dealt with her because I didn't want to. This girl has come down to Florida. She went and met Guapo. She's come down to Florida and met Robbie. She went down and followed Jeremy. She went to Middle of the Grill. She's met Trout. She follows all these people. She's like the groupie. She is the known groupie who's literally followed every one of them. She moved down to Florida close to Robbie. Okay? Now she's talking in chat that she's in the Villages. It's 91 degrees in the Villages. Who drove by my house taking pictures? But she's in these chats and now she's talking shit because now she's found people who hate me, just like Kimmy, because I called them out on their shit. So now they're in there and they're saying, I know these people. I know that you don't fucking know me. You don't know me at all. You don't know me at all. And maybe that's the problem. I let people in and not you. Tori's my friend. Tori's been here. Barbara wanted to come and park her little camper thing in my driveway. Excuse you? No. Who are you? I don't even know you. Was that her photographing your house? Possibly. I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, she's a groupie. She's actually following her. She'll tell you that. I know these people. No, you don't. Because you met me at Robbie's? No, you don't fucking know me. You don't know me at all. You don't like the fact that you were trying to be in a position with Robbie that I was already in. Same situation as Kimmy. Barbara tried to do it too. She gave up. She actually gave up quicker than Kimmy or Stats. Wasn't going to happen. Never happened. And they all got called out on their shit. Do you think that she turned against Robbie because she decided to? Because, she all of a sudden didn't like Robbie? No. It's because of who she is. When you show your colors and people don't deal with you, it's basically because they don't want to deal with you because they see who you are. It's that simple. Now, I can tell you her husband was a good guy. Cool. Very cool. Got along with Gabe. Very cool. But it's her husband. He's going to stick up for his wife. I get it. But she, nightmare. She doesn't know me. She's trying to get in the middle of all this shit. Stacy's now talking about receipts and why I would be a creditor. Stacy, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Stay up there where you are, in all the fucking drama, saying you're not in the drama. But go ahead. I find it hilarious that she's in Jeremy's chat now, too. She hated that guy. She hated all of them. That's why she was sending me all their videos. I just can't believe the bullshit with these people. You don't have to like me. You could like me, then all of a sudden not like me because I'm blunt or I say things you don't like. Whatever it may be. Does that mean you go and you join in with people that do this to a child? Really? Shame on you. What if it was your grandchildren that it was done to? Huh? Yeah. I bet you can think that. Because, Stacy was on my panel and Jerm went after her. What if Jerm knew she had grandchildren? What if Jerm knew all about her husband? What about that? What if he started going after that? Didn't get that far, though, did it? Yeah. He sure as hell attacked Flutter in a kind of way. To this day, I will still say he's lying about Flutter. See, I don't have to be friendly or still friends with someone to defend the lies that I know are lies. The only reason Flutter's not around is because of Stacy. Fueling the fire because Stacy loves the gossip and the drama. Her favorite phrase is "don't kill the messenger." She's repetitively said it. Yes. Anyway, so that's who's in these chats going on and on and on, along with Stats, who they can't stand, by the way. Yeah, I've been receiving screenshots of Stats talking about me for years. So seeing her in them, I'm just laughing. I'm literally laughing about it. But Stats does not know me. Met her one time, maybe two, but once where I recall her literally being there. I could have been at the farm another time where I was inside and she was outside. That definitely could have happened because there were people outside and I was not outside with them. What else? So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Megan did say that the thing about the passport, her old passport was from 1986 when she was 9 years old. She had to get the passport in 86 because they went on a Disney cruise to the Bahamas, and she needed to go to the Bahamas. She makes a big to-do about what the guy at the Washington, D.C. passport place said to her when looking at her 9-year-old passport picture. I think that's a made-up story as well. But the Disney Cruise Line did not start until 1998. No passport was required for any American to go to the Bahamas on a cruise in 1986. Yeah. And by the way, Megan, you wouldn't have been 9 years old in 1986. You would have been 9 in 1983. Stop lying about your age. Yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. But besides the fact she's got descriptions on all her videos except for the daily court thing that she thinks she's going to go by and talk about. all her descriptions at the bottom of it, even if she's not mentioning my name, she's saying that the channel discussed is Two Leads in a Pod. And I'm like, are you serious right now? Because you're fucking lying in your description. But thank you for that, because I've screenshotted it all. And now I get to go to Rumble and do that, and also add that to my court case. So, Megan, you're a dumbass again. I can't believe the stupid shit that they do. But yeah, this is what's going on. So here I am debunking, talking about what they're doing, and proving that they're lying, and debunking their answer. You're going to see it all in court. You're as far as Megan goes, you're going to see this take place in court unless she settles out, which I doubt, because I am not going to accept no bullshit. She's going to be held accountable. If she wanted to settle anything, she would have settled it before me filing anything. That's what cease and desist are for. And she is laughing at it, mocking it, thinking, okay, well, maybe when she realizes you screwed Lisa big time. You can add my name to the bottom of your little thing. It doesn't, what do you think, you're promoting me? You're not promoting me. That is not promotion. That's trying to literally hurt me, my reputation, and my channel. And I got proof of that for months. And that is also going along with the copyright. So, now that we've finished, it's 12:30. And finally, the Hellsworth bullshit is over. Over. So, how are y'all doing tonight, whoever's left here? My God. My God. I really, really want to hope that everybody says prayers for Michelle, John, and Harley. Say prayers for Harley. Say prayers for Harley that if she does have to go through this, that she does not remember going through it. Please say prayers for that, because this is horrendous that they're even doing that. There is no proof of none of it. None of it. Which is why they may not do it. So please say a prayer. There's proof that all this is harassment has been going on for a long time. Please say a prayer that that is not requested. There is no harm to Harley. There was no harm seen to Harley. Harley is perfectly fine. And she is home with her parents. And whatever your game plan is, it didn't work except for the repercussions from it, which is harming a 6-year-old little girl. Shame on every one of you. Every one of you. So, anyhow. Oh boy. So, what else? What are you guys doing? Talk to me, guys. Let's change the subject, talk about something else, being that I can't talk about these people anymore. You know? It's really disgusting and a shame. So let's see. Who's all here? Who's all here? Heather. I hope she doesn't need to. How about that? I hope so too. Pam, thank you for what you're doing for this family. Prayers up. Bearded, thank you. Thank you, Pam. Hey, Lisa, thank you for sharing all those bullshit. It's crazy that we have to hear about this stuff, but we do have to hear about this because it's important. It's important for us to know. You know what? It is. I believe it's important because if nobody's talking about it, then all you have is German his lies out there. No one is telling you the truth. No one is saying, yo, this guy is lying. Please don't believe this crap. Don't start harassing this family. This is not true. This is not, that's what has been going on all along. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I'd be talking about, I don't know, a celebrity having a baby maybe. I don't know. We'll be talking about all the celebrity cases. I will not be talking about some of the trials that are going on right now. I know that. But, hi, my mama. You're eating ice cream? Hi, Francis. Yes, prayers for the family. Furthermore, would have took HC or make John leave. Exactly. And they didn't either. Sending prayers for Harley, John, and Michelle. Mike Johnson, $20. Michelle and John cook and ice cream. Whoop, whoop. Awesome. Thank you, Mike. I'm here but going to bed listening. Good night, everyone. Good night, Scampy. Thank you. Can't be rocks. Do you know when the first CPS calls started coming in? No, I could find out though. Let's look to you. You're always in my thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Sassy. Gabe got any gummy? Gabe's passed out. he was gonna come out here and do tumbles. Lisa, look at your DM. All right, hold on. Hold, please. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that is so funny. Hold on. Before you even, I'm not even gonna play that. Hold on. I was gonna do tumbles. Look, Ann, look. Oh, that's so funny. Wait, I gotta make myself smaller for you to see it. Look. That is so funny. Oh, I see. I haven't played it yet, but look what I see. That's what I see. That's funny. Okay. I want to write the governor, and it would help. Yes, it would. Starbucks, check your email. Is that Rin Strawberry? It looks like it, right? And you got Robbie with the 10 man. Yeah. Mike Johnson 20. Lisa and Gabe reminds me. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mike. You're so funny. Ice cream everywhere. I got some ice cream. You didn't get no. Oh my god, I love that. That's my favorite like Eddie movie show ever. Better than movie. Better than I love that delirious comedy thing he did. Good night, Ray. Good night, Ray. Let's see. Gabe's not here to dig out tumbles. You want me to pull out tumbles, guys? You guys want bags of tumbles? Should I do it? It'll help with the channel. It'll help with the loss. It's going, everything that comes in, guys, goes to the channel, to the lawsuits, to, everything. It all helps. So if you guys want me to show them, I will. I saw Tori's balls today. How dare you? Not many people get to see Tori's balls. Just so you know. Just so you know. I didn't even know Tori was live. My brain has been on all this today. Hold on, Scampy. Don't go nowhere. Hold, please. Why is that not clicking? Go inside. There we go. All right. Let's see. Lisa, just letting you know, John Caps and myself have been to yourself. You just don't know. You've been to myself? Now, why did you retract that? Because it didn't make sense? Tori has bigger balls than Robbie. Tori's got balls. That's for sure. She's got big balls. She's got the big balls. As a tree is known by its fruit, a Christian is known by love and kindness, not bullying. Agreed. We don't bully here. We just tell the truth. We're not bullies. Good night, Ray. Everybody's going to sleep now. Good night. It is 12:30. We like people. Yes, we do. So seriously, guys, if you want, I will pull out some tumbles. Who wants tumbles? $15 for 2 handfuls of tumbles. We got big handfuls. Should I pull my scoop out? I don't know. You want them? Who wants a bag? Georgie. Thank you very much, Georgie. Georgie sent a $10 super chat. Lisa, look at my super chat. I did. Hold on. I thought I did. Hold on. Let me see. Scrolling. Hold on. Let me go. I thought I read it. Hold on. Let me do it in StreamYard. Let's see. Michelle and John cooking ice cream. Lisa gave some ice cream. I did. Silly. I thanked you. Mo magic. Mo magic. What did I miss, Mike? I'm going to make a bowl of ice cream, Pauletta. Do you have any more carved animals? No. I believe the last one we got rid of was the owl. There's no more carved animals. I have tumbles. I still have the bloodstone towers. I have palm stones. I have tumbles. I have a couple other things. I got bracelets. Lisa, you are very welcome. You deserve it. Thank you, Georgie. Okay. I hope that the rest of their lives that they get everything they deserve, only 1,000 times worth. Claim one bag. You're gonna make me pull those tumbles out. I'll do it. I'll be up for a while. I'm almost finished my salad. It's yummy, 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 yummy. Do you have the watermelon thing? Watermelon. You mean the watermelon fluorite? Is that what you mean? The watermelon fluorite sphere? That's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Somebody snagged it, emailed me about it. Okay, good night, Bearded. Thank you. Thank you. I'm heading for the shower bag. Good night, Edie. I gotta hit it. Good night, Harper. Where's my vampires? I'm just kidding. You gave past that early, guys. Let's see. All right, I got my tumble. So, hold on. Let me move them over here. And then we'll get a camera going, I guess. Let's see. What else? All right. That's this. I got some stuff. We can do some setups and things like that too. Hold on. I just dropped a palette. I have some wands left. Let's see. Oh, okay, hold on. I got a couple of things. I have more coming in. I thought they would have been here today, but they'll probably show up over the weekend, honestly. Yeah, I was hoping, but it turns out I saw when they were actually shipped to me, and I thought they would have been shipped sooner. But I can actually see them now, which is cool. And so they didn't get shipped out till actually yesterday, so it could be here over the weekend, but probably by Monday I'll get some of them. Let me just get some bags here. I'm still needing envelopes to arrive, so I will put, if anybody wants scoops, I'll put them in these bigger envelopes that I have here until I receive. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Because I'm a little further away from the computer. Okay. Whoa. Let's not things over. All right. Okay, guys. Hold on. Let me get the camera rolling. Let's see. I'll take a bag of tumble, please. Okay, cool. Starbucks. Who else wanted a bag? Little bit? Somebody else wanted a bag. I think it was a little bit. They're $15, just so you know. They're all natural tumbles. Let me see. I just want to make sure it was a little bit. Because that's why I pulled them out, because a little bit said, I think it was a little bit. But I got Starbucks. Is my banner up? Yes, it is. No, I needed a bag to put them in because yours is in a bag. I have a box for you. A little bit. You got a box. So I could actually essentially just dump them all in there, but I'm not doing it. Here, let me go to the other screen. But you have a box coming. Yours is all wrapped, ready to go. I could put more in there though, if that's what you want. I'll put it in the box. I'll just open it up and close it. So who was the one who said they wanted it? Was it you a little bit? Let me get the link to put the camera on. Hold on. It was you. Okay. Okay. I thought so. All right, let me get the link. I'm trying to link my camera on. Okay. Robbie. Copy. All right, one sec. Sorry, guys. Should have had this going already. Too busy. That took a long time to go over the Depo and stuff. All right. One sec. No. Let's see if it pops up. All right. Put it this way. Yeah. All right. You can get it like okay. Looks like it should work fine. It shouldn't be an echo, but let me make sure. Okay, I'm muted on this camera. And the volume's down. All right, so there shouldn't be an echo. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's just add the camera to StreamYard. I'd like to get a second bag for HD, please. Okay, so 2 bags. All right, let me write that down. HD loves rocks, guys, just so you know. She does. She absolutely loves crystals. 1 for HG. Alrighty, Starbucks. You guys rock. All right, let me add the camera. Why am I not showing up in the camera? Hold on. I'm there. I don't understand. But I'm not showing up. Don't even tell me I sent the wrong link. Hold on. One sec, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I think we're in the wrong show. Hold on. Now we'll try it. Go. Sorry, I hate that air, guys. Thanks a little bit. Enter. Oh, there it is. I was in the wrong link. I was thinking the show from the other night. That's funny. All right. Let me just put my camera up on the thingy here. Nope. Hold on. Come on, work for me. We're just working. There we go. There we go. I got it. Okay. Working. Can you see the tumbles? Yes, we can. Alrighty. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right. Hopefully, I have enough battery going on my phone. Let's see. Do I? Oh my god, it's not even going to tell me. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to plug this in at the same time. My goodness. Hold on, guys. Is it charging? I think it is. Good. All right. Here we go. Here's the $15 scoops All natural stones. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. We found this entire tray. I'm like, where on earth did this come from? I had no idea. I'm like, okay, well, dude, we got some. One more tumbles. Here we go. All right, so we have 3 bags that we have to do. Okay. Let's start with the one for Harley. Now, Gabe's hands are a little bigger than mine, but I do have big hands, so trust me, she's going to get some good stuff. And I'm going to put it in these nice post envelopes. Okay. And we'll probably bring this bag over to Robbie's because Chris will bring it back and give it to John. Oops. There's one. Oh, there's that one. Okay. 2. I can't see whoever that is. Because my phone is, I want to throw a little bit more in there. Look at that. Y'all see in there? No. Okay, so I can't even get the bag in there. Alright, so this is for Harley. Harley Grace. Beautiful. She's going to love these. She loves rocks. Alright, hold on. Let me get my marker. There we go. So, Crystal Raw Dog will take these over to Harley himself, which is pretty cool. A little bit had to ask for hers first, so let me grab some for a little bit. What's the blue? This is, hold on. Okay, they look like they're the same. Can you see that? This here is turquoise, this one, and this here is apatite. But they look similar. You'll see there's green in this one here. All right, my mama wants one too. All right, let me get a little bit because she asked first. 1, hold on. 2. Couple more. Nice. All right, a little bit. We'll put that in your box. A little bit. All right. Now I'm going to do the other one for Starbucks. I need bags. Give me my purple bags. Oh, look at that. 1. 2. Starbucks. Sweet. All right. These are $15 per bag till they run out. All right, Starbucks. Okay. Now my mama says they wanted one. Did anybody ask before my mama? My mama was next, right? Or did anybody ask before that I missed? Because I was doing the rock, so I might have missed somebody. Bag of Tumbles is 15. Yes. Thank you, Anne. Probably needs a bag of rocks that she can throw at us. Right? What was I thinking? Did you want one? I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right. I have 15 in Monopoly money with that too. Todd, you're funny. All right. My mama. And me too. Okay. My mama. Oh, look at that. Sorry, I saw that. Goldstone. I don't know. Can Gabe build HC a catapult? Gabe can build anything. You can ask him. I can ask him. me to do anything. My mama told me. My mama. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else? Let's get rid of these stones. I probably have 2 more bags I can make. 2 more. Flame bolters. I'm pretty sure they'll figure out something. Nah, they wouldn't do that. And you know, that's something they don't want to teach Harley anyway. And they wouldn't do that. Harley's pretty smart, man. This little girl is amazing. Ooh. Very nice. Good doing Siders Saga. Anybody else want a bag? My mama! Thank you, my mama. Oh, for Tumbles and shipping. Okay, cool. Thank you. John and Seth gone straight to the store to get ice cream for Harley. Oh, highlight. Anybody want? I have 2 more bags I could probably make. So, any interest? We have the wands here too. Crystal quartz with the gold snake. Black wands, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I almost forgot, Lisa. I gave a good idea card. Thank you, my mama. Crystal wands. Let's see. Any interest in those? Let me see how much they were the other night. Let's take a look-see. Where is it? Starbucks. New donation from Starbucks for Tumbles. Thank you so much. Let's see. How much were the wands last week? Hold please. Of course, it's going to be on my last page here, right? Yeah, there we go. They're originally $15. Let's do the wands at $8. $8. I wish Harley can have that wand and turn her into a frog. Harley would love a wand because she gets to play with it like a princess. You know what I mean? And she loves crystals. She really and truly loves crystals. It's not even a joke. She would love a wand. That'd be funny. Claim 1 for HG. She deserves a magic wand. Awesome. All right, which one? I think this one. Here. We'll go with this one. Awesome. Thank you. What was I thinking? Very cool. Where's Harley's bag? Harley got a princess wand. And she loves snakes and all kinds of reptiles and animals and stuff. She's going to love that. She's absolutely going to love that. That's so cool. Thank you. What was I thinking? Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I got one more. One more wand here, and then they're all gone. All right. Let's see. One for Harley. Just writing it down, guys. All right. Let's see. What else we got? All right, so we got the tumbles. We have some palm stones. You guys want the palm stones? These were $8 also, I believe. They're usually 15, guys, because these are huge palm stones. Some of them I call them massage stones, but they're palm stone. They were always palm stones. Um, here's Black Moonstone. This is a green aventurine, believe it or not, as dark as it is. And then we got, what was that? I can't see. How many copies? I'll have to check. And then we have Black Agate. These are $8. Let's see, I'll put them like so. Let's check the copies. People are paying for the tumbles and the copies. Hold on. Let me see. Refresh. There is tumbles and shipping. Ice cream. Towards the Depo transcript. Thank you. One day ago. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, but 3 of them are for tumbles. So there's 6. So we would need 4 more supers for a giveaway. Super Copy or Super Chat. 4 more. All right, Palm Stones, $8. Yes. Okay. What else do I have here? These are the the Bloodstone. I was gonna say Dragon Blood. These are the Bloodstone here. These are Bloodstone towers. I love these because they're rounded and they're pretty cool. This one's a little girthy. These are both Bloodstone. One has more red in it than the other, and you would think it had some ruby and zoisite in there, but it's Bloodstone. So cool. So cool. Let's see how much these were the other night. Let's see. I don't know. I'll do them for 15 each. I think they were 22 because most of my towers were. So I'll do these for 15. Somebody wants one of them. They're $15. Bloodstone. Whoops. All right. I got stuff everywhere. I got papers everywhere because I was going to talk about the 16 Angels from Ohio. But it got really late. It's already 1 o'clock. Where is my mouse? Dang it. Sorry. Can you see me moving it? Is that in the camera? No. I'm doing it with my left hand that I'm already. So here we go. Got it to where I need it to be. All right. Great as a massage stone. Yep. Thank you. What was I thinking? All right. So we have those. And then I showed these earrings the other night. These are expensive. These are pink turquoise. These are on silver. There's silver. It's only silver earrings with pink turquoise. It's from Brazil. Brazil. These I'll do for $65. I didn't think I had any more of these, but I found them the other day, so I still have these. So I didn't have a really good display to put them on, so I put it on this one. So they're single on here, but they're really, really pretty. And I don't want to say that they're rare, but these earrings like these, yeah. I'm not saying they're rare. Good night, Granny K. Whoops, sorry. Get them out. Get them focused. Get them focused. There we go. So those are $65 if you want those. And guys, just remember, if you're watching the replay or whatever, you can always, Helen, thank you so much. You can always email me because some people do that. They watch and then they watch the replay and then they see something that they like. This is a really cool Caribbean calcite tower. And if you look at it, I'm holding the camera wrong. It's got little caves in it, which are pretty cool with druzy in it. This sparkles all over the place. You can't really see the sparkle because of the lighting. Oh my god, I gotta redo my nails. But there is really pretty. This was 22 last week. I will do this tonight for 15. 15. pretty cool. I love these. I love the baby blues, so I love Caribbean calcite. So this is here still. Oh, I hear somebody coughing inside. I still have a purple fluorite. Purple fluorite. Check this out. They're killing me with these tumbles. My granddaughter here is telling me how she wants some to shine the light in them. Aww. I got two. I can pull two more bags. Two more bags. I wish my flashlight worked. My UV light works, but not the regular flashlight, so you can see through this. But this is beautiful. This is also this purple fluorite. This was $22 as well. I will do this. I'll tell you what, guys. I'll make y'all a deal. $12, and this one's yours. Insane. This is an insane deal on purple fluorite. $12 for this tower. Look at that. Oh my God, I do not like the unfocused. The banding in this is pretty cool. And what's also cool about this is the one where you see how it comes down. This is not a crack that you see on the edge here. This is on the inside. So it's kind of giving you, let me see if I can get you to see it. It's kind of giving a garden quartz vibe to it. And garden quartz, if you're unfamiliar with it, a little bit claimed. Garden quartz, if you're not familiar with it, it's the rocks that look like clear quartz, but you can see through it, and it looks like a landscape. And they all look different. Some of them are beautiful, beautiful. And this stone actually has that, because this, like, it looks like the crack, but it's not on the outside. It's literally on the inside, and you can see. I don't know. You'll see what I mean. Get it? Because Little Bit just claimed it. Thank you, Little Bit. It is yours. $12. Nice steal on that fluorite. Okay. Well, should we do the same for the Caribbean calcite? I mean, it's 15. All right, whatever. $12. Who wants it? $12 for your black light. That's a great deal, right? Wait a little bit. A little bit. There you go. Oh, $12 for the Caribbean calcite. Making deals. It's cheap, guys. Super cheap. Oh, I have another little fluorite. All right. Look at this one. Purple fluorite. Thank you a little bit. $10. This was definitely 15 the other night. I'll do this for 10. Purple little fluorite. Glowing. Matches the other. $10. Love it. I'm trying to open your bag right now to put this with your stone. There we go. One-handed. Working it. $10. Nobody wants that? All right. What else is here? Oh, no. All right. You're going to make me do that. I have one more rainbow fluorite. Look at that. One more rainbow left. I really wish I had my regular flashlight. See the purples, the yellows, clears. Got some banding in there. This one was 22 also. I could do this for 15. Look at the girth. It's girthier than the others. I could do this one for 15. Rainbow fluorite. It's like not looking. Uh-oh, I froze. Okay, I'm good. So this one is 15. And then I have the yellow fluorite, which was also 22 the other night. We'll do this for 15. All right, so we'll do them all for both of these for 15. Whichever one you want, the rainbow fluorite or the yellow fluorite. Here, let me get this in better lighting. Gorge. 15 buckaroos. For either one. This is good prices, guys. And just so you know, it's T, fluorite. Fluorite. Anybody want? Anybody? Anybody? I know it's late, guys. I pulled it out pretty late. So, any interest? Woo woo. Pretty cool. Love me some towers. I know, I can't stand that. I can't, I have to turn off autocorrect. I can't stand autocorrect. Alright. What else? Anybody want pendulums? Oh, I still have the scorpion. The scorpion, the silver obsidian scorpion. Guys, wait till you see what's coming. It is close enough. Wait till you see what's coming. I have like teardrops that are gorgeous. Really nice carved teardrops. So wait till you see them. I believe this was 25, wasn't it? Hold on. Let me say. And I know the other night when I showed it, I brought it down in price, but I don't remember what I brought it down to. Let's see. Silver Scene Obsidian. Yeah, it was 25 originally. Oh my god. Do you have affordable peens? I actually do have some peens left over. I'm too interested. Maybe next time I've been shopping too much. I hear ya. I hear you. What was I thinking? Tonight only. We'll do this for 15 if someone wants it right now. This is Silver Sheen Obsidian. It's pretty cool. Obsidian is a protector. Does many, many things. It's one of those stones that you should all have. $15 for tonight only. For tonight only. Silver. Here, let me see if I can get the glow going. The whole thing's all flashed. That's why it's Silver Sheen. Silver Sheen. Yeah, good gift for a Scorpio. This would be cool. Y'all know a Scorpio. This is a good thing. It's pretty cool. $15 for tonight only. And of course, if you're watching the replay, you'll get it for 15. But it's tonight. Oh, it's this show only. When I do another show showing crystals, it will not be. I can't promise you it will be at this price. I could always make the deal again. Don't know if I will, but you never know. But tonight show only. I'm freezing. I keep freezing. All right. So there we go. What else? I have pendulums. Everybody wants pendulum. I've got some really cool ones. Black obsidian. Those. Is there anything resembling Bigfoot? No, not tonight. I got clear quartz. This is actually black obsidian with clear quartz. This one's clear quartz with clear quartz at the bottom. Pretty cool. These are pretty. And then I also have, your regular. Here's lapis. Lazuli. Then another lapis. Actually, no, that's not lapis. That's labradorite. Hold on. Nope, it's lapis. This one's still in the bag. And then I have an aventurine. I have more coming, by the way. Sorry, hon. Any interest in the pendulums? I do have. This is also black obsidian with this one, but this one is different. It's got like gold inside of it too. It's pretty cool. It's all kinds of colorful. I love pendulums because they work very well with me. So it's all about pulling energy and stuff. So these are some of the ones that I have. I have these regular ones, but I'm getting more of those. But these are the ones that I don't always have. I have 2. These are 16. All my pendulums are always 16. You guys know 16 is my number. I think that's why when we talk about the Ohio case, the fact that there's 16 children, I think really, really bothers me, you know? And I want to do something to help them, and I'm going to. We just have to find out how we can help. And hopefully there's an outpour of help all over the world for these children because, believe it or not, they're going to need lots and lots of years of help and therapy for sure. All right. Anybody else want these scoops? I only have two bags left. 2 bags left. Or $30, you get the whole tray. And I'll throw something in there. Ooh. Ooh. I love these. This is amethyst. You know what? Check this carnelian out. This one actually fell on the floor from one of the bags I was putting together. Not the bags of these, but another bag I was putting together for something else. So, and I put it up here. So, guess we're just going to throw this carnelian right in there. At least they said that there's a lot of scams going on. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. So, we got to find out the direct route to the help of these kids. We got the unakai. We got all kinds of stuff. I don't know. Let's see. You know what? Let me see something. I got some fun stuff. Let's see what we got left over here from the other night. You guys like mixing things up, don't you? Let me see. Oh, all right. Hold on. I know you guys. These are natural, but these are not natural. I love these purples. I'm just gonna drop it in there. Do that. How about we throw in? There's only one left. Oh, I have 2 left. One of the clear quartz keychains. Mix it up. I'm gonna mix it up. Hold on. So, my bag. Let me see what else we got. Ooh, okay, hold up. Reported Jade challenge to YouTube, but I have before. Nothing ever happened. It's terrible. These use parts will discontinue. I hear ya. I hear ya. All right, let me see. Ooh, look at this. Guys, this is a $15 piece alone. Hold on, let's see. Look at that crystal. Clear quartz. Damn it, can't even see. Hold on. See that? Look at that. Little cluster, clear quartz cluster. How cool is that? So pretty, very, very, very sparkly. This is a $15 piece. Oh my god, sorry. $15 piece. We're gonna throw that right in here, but we're gonna be easy with that. Okay. Let's see. What else we got? Oh! I'll throw in 2 of these Isotheras. Ooh, fossils. I didn't see any clear. Yeah, they're in there. Okay. Let's get some smokies in there. I have some smokies. Hold on. Why not? Get some smokies. That pile's getting bigger, huh? Ooh, here's a nice agate. Oh, you know what? We'll even throw. Oh, there's another nice agate. With 2 of them. 2 scoops, 2 agates. We even got a turtle in there. Put that in there. Why not? Oh, Apache tier 2. 2. All right, guys, these are steals. Oh my god, I'm just throwing stuff in here. All right, I think we're good. Let's throw a bracelet in there. Throw a bracelet in there. Okay. So we need to get this whole box. $30 for the whole box. Or $15 two scoops. We're going to mix it up in case people want the scoop. Don't worry, if an addict goes in, I know it's safe. I'll get it. We'll fix it up. Mix it up. Alright. Who wants it? $15. Have you lost your mind, Lisa? Nope. I'm just having fun. I like to have fun. Why not? Nope. Nope. Hey, as long as it puts a smile on your faces, I'm good. I'm absolutely good. Anybody? This gives $15 each. Getting a steal, trust that. For sure. Anybody? Didn't you claim it all? Starbucks. Nice. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at that. This, by the way, is not a crystal turtle. Just so you know. Also, there. Look at this. You got the clear quartz. You got that carnelian. There's a whole bunch of different stones in here. Oh, bunch. Howlite. Venturine. Oh my god, there's Ruby and Zoyzai. Yeah, believe it or not, that is. Oh my gosh. Lots of jasper agates. So cool. Bracelet. We got some purples. 2 agate stones. Tiger's eye. Smoky quartz. Oh, look at this. We're going to be a little nice with this one, okay? I'll probably wrap this outside of the bag. But yeah, and these. I'm going to take some of these out because banging up against things that can break. I don't want to do that. But yeah. Awesome. Awesome Starbucks. Nice. Only 3 super chats per giveaway. All right, Starbucks. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm writing it all down. Starbucks supported me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Wow. Okay. Oh, shit. What the? Gabe didn't tell me these were there. Okay, these are... Oh, man. All right. I thought this was one tray. Okay. Where is it? These are the stones that I really like, believe it or not. Because they're dyed, yes, but they look like glass. These look like they're crackled quartz. Can you see? Is the camera going to allow you to see this? Hold on, let me come back a little bit. Cracked quartz, it looks like. And I really like the cracked quartz. There's tons of purple, blue. Oh, look at the green. The green is really cool looking too. Is it shining at all for you guys? Can you see it in the camera? Yeah, I really like these. Here's a light one. But they're very colorful. They look like jelly beans. That was a surprise, wasn't it? I didn't know that was under there. So obviously these are what I have left of these. Wow, even the blues. They glow like crazy. So I have basically 2 handfuls of them. If somebody wants these. Got 2. Three handfuls. So we'll do this for, screw it, $15. If anybody wants all of these, the whole basket. The greens are so cool. I'm usually not a green person, honestly. I'm the blue or purple. But these greens look great. got a pen on my hand. Occupational hobby. 2 more Super Chats for giveaway. I was putting those out at Easter. Yeah, these are like super cool. I really like them. Ooh. Yeah, so $15 for the whole basket. Whole basket. Last tumbles. Then there are absolutely no more. There's no more hidden. It's impossible that there's any hidden ones. I mean, I do have like bigger ones, like actual stones that are like big that sell for like $5 a piece. Those I do have very little of. I'm getting more of, but not the stones that I would put in them. No more massive tumbles. So this would be the last bag of tumbles. $15 for the entire tray. I know you guys want it. Alright. Am I out of my mind here? Yeah, that would be out of my mind. Hold on. Hold on. What can we... Should I add something to this? Yeah? No? What do you think? Should I add something to it? Oh my god, I've got to be so silly. Marla, wake up. Your purple tumbles are up. That's funny. What do you think, guys? Should I add to it? I think so. That's so funny. That was such a surprise. Okay, yeah, I'm going to add to it. Why not? We have Amethyst. King Paco, thank you. Yes, Lisa, add your chair. No, I'm not adding my chair. Stop it. Stop it. Chair is off limits. So we have a nice amethyst chunk. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Alright, so there's only one, so I'm just going to add one. Okay. Alright, what else can we add to this? We'll add another bracelet. Since there's lots of purple in there. Oh my gosh, thank you, King Paco. There's lots of purple in there. We'll add a bracelet. With some purple. A little more like magenta. Okay, we'll add that. So get some slices in there. Let's add a tiger's eye heart that you can put a rope chain in. And I'll put the rope chain in there and make it into a necklace. There you go. So I don't forget when we grab that rope. Hold on. Where's that? Where are you at? Nope, that's not it. Oh, I got it. Let's see. What are you doing, King Paco? You're so funny. Thank you. Here's the rope chain. It goes right in there. All right. What else? What else? That's a lot. That's a lot for $15. Do I have another? Oh. Here's an Apache tier. Oh my god. Alright. Starbucks claims. Very nice, Starbucks. Oh my goodness. That's awesome, Starbucks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They are gone. Gone. Alright. Very cool, Starbucks. I'll keep them separate so you don't have to separate them when you receive them. Alright. Very cool. So you don't have to separate the natural from these. Okay, I'll keep them separate. I won't put them all in one bag. But that's it on the tumbles, guys. Wow, I'm like literally running out of everything I have sitting here. Oh. Okay. Unless anybody wants it like a $10 chunk set like we did the other night. But I can wait till Saturday to do something. Maybe I'll have even more um, stones. And so, like, one of my boxes will arrive. Because I have quite a few boxes coming. Um, so we'll be able to show more. And we'll show some more of this stuff. We'll do some second stuff again. If you want. Thank you, Starbucks. Thank you. And guys, I can't promise that, these will be the same price on Saturday if I should end up showing these again, which is, a lot of the fluorite towers and stuff. So, if before Saturday comes and you want anything that I showed tonight, definitely hit me up with an email and I'll give it to you at tonight's price. More Blue Appetite coming. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah. Oh, look, you can see my legs. God, what a walrus I am. Whatever. Sorry, I love teasing him about calling me a walrus all the time. Because I'm so fat. I'm such a big girl. All right. So we're goody with all that. Let me. Okay, so I have that. All right. All my stuff is kind of in order here. I can't imagine the drama that's going to happen tomorrow. It's a shame. It's really a shame what happened today. I'm not going to rehash it. But, and if in fact this test examination happens, I'm not going to discuss it. I am not coming public with that. However, Michelle will be here tomorrow. Saturday, because Robbie's live tomorrow. Saturday night. Michelle will be on, whether it's going to be live or like an interview like last time. I'm not sure yet. It could be live. It could be live. I just don't want to have to go and edit something. And I think that, I'll put this back over there too. Oh, look at that. I had more of these. Okay. I just think for her protection, it might be better if we do the interview, ask her the questions, and she'll answer them, rather than going live. I know you guys would love her to go live, but just because of all the cases and stuff that she's in, it just might be better the other way. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll talk to her about it, and we'll see. So if you guys have questions or you want her to talk about something specifically, hit me up an email or put a comment on the video. Ask the questions. Go right ahead. Feel free. Doesn't matter how crazy it may be. Just ask the question. If she wants to answer it, she will. My guess is she'll probably answer all questions. So, ask away. But I would stay away from past family stuff because it's all irrelevant. That's personal stuff. I mean, Harley's personal. But the only reason it's discussed is because that's serious. The stuff with the other children that are all adults now and all that crap that Tug's trying to bring in and the stepdaughter's grifting off of, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Let her do what she's doing. She's going to have to answer for that crap one day with God, whatever. That's not what's going on in Michelle's life right now. That's not important right now. I agree with that. What was I thinking? The thing is, though, they have the right. They can turn around and say, they don't want to do it. They don't want her to do it. But if they don't, does it make them look guilty? Or you know what I'm saying? I think there's enough evidence to prove that it doesn't warrant it. Let's just hope that, because this is. This examination would be extremely scarring for her and completely unnecessary and 1,000% unfounded. There's no proof whatsoever. There's proof of constantly people calling in that have never been in Florida, that have never been to Otter Creek, that have never even spoken to Michelle or John before or witnessed it, never even seen the child. So, I am. I'm going to ask her what she wants to do. Um, but ask, just put questions down. And if you want her, if you want to know the answer to it, maybe it's something that we're not talking about that question. Even if it's something that that she's talked about before, but you're unsure of it or you don't remember, because of all the talk about it, go ahead and ask. Feel free to ask. The thing is you never know if you don't ask. And if it's something that is too personal or she doesn't want to answer, no comment. It's that simple. But I know people are invested in this story for quite a while, so I'd love to have her on live with John. And I know one day that will happen, but not until certain things take place. So, but that is going to happen. John already plans on doing it. We've talked about it. So, but being that all that's gone on this week, Michelle actually would like to come on and talk. So, we're gonna make that happen. She's gone through a lot, guys. Between yesterday, today was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So, but she will be here. I feel bad we didn't get to the Ohio. Gotta just 16 strong. Gotta remember to say that because that's very serious. So I don't want to call it stuff either. Gosh, but I do have a few updates on it, but it's very little. So if I push it, it's gonna be Saturday. Tomorrow is the end of the week, as you know. So there'll be more info tomorrow as well. So I won't feel so bad about being a little day or so late on it. But there's not a lot. They found out that she is allegedly pregnant now, Elizabeth Siders, the mother, and with all these children, and that she also in 2022, I believe, lost a set of twins because they were conjoined. They didn't live past their birthday. Yes, it was a little bit, absolutely. Authorities are now looking into the whole. They're going to be investigating the calls and the people involved that are talking about it and inciting it. They are doing that. They are 100% doing that now. They were doing it before within CPS because that's what they said they were doing. But now the police are going to be doing it along with CPS. So there is an investigation going on with that. So anyhow, apparently Elizabeth has also had a miscarriage. The brother-in-law has said that she may have been indoctrinated. And let's see. What other info? He said he hasn't seen her in 15 years. They all have lawyers now. Gary Siders Sr. is represented by Dorian Keith Baum. Gary Siders Jr. is represented by Lee Roberts Jr. Elizabeth is represented by Thomas Stoley. And Christina, the grandmother, is represented by Kendra Roberts. So they all have attorneys. They've all pled not guilty. It is because they've given up their right to oh my god. Anyway, they're going to a grand jury. They're immediately going to a grand jury. They're assuming that there might be a change of venue motion because they don't believe that where they are because it's all happened in that town or village of Benton County that they'll be able to get a fair trial. But then again, it's a really small town, so I wouldn't even think it would be there. Anyway, it would probably be in the next county over. But that's what they're saying. They're expecting a motion to change the venue. And they could possibly get it. But They are still talking about the mental health and competency concerns, especially of the grandpa, the Gary Sr. Um, what else? Now, the brother-in-law, his name's Ronnie Fletcher, and he married one of her three sisters. And according to him, that the family is facing death threats. He says that she, Elizabeth, is from a good home, but the family has been kept at a distance, and his concern is for the safety of his family and the welfare of the children. Had they known what was going on, they would have stepped forward a while, years ago. But they did not know what was going on. They've been kept hidden away. So there is a possible chance that Elizabeth is a victim herself. I've mentioned that before, but we don't know. We don't know. We don't want to say that. And apparently, her first questions to her lawyer when she, found out she was being represented, she wanted to know when she could see her kids. That was one of the first questions. She was upset. She was crying. She wanted to know when she could see her kids. So, we'll see. I do have a list of. I have 3 names of people. I'm not going to put this out yet because I want to vet the information, but there are people that are accepting donations for the children. There's someone to contact in regards to foster care. There's actually 2 people, but I want to vet this information first, and I have not yet. So I'm not going to put their names out there. Plus, can see additional $10K for each false report. Wow. 5-year and $10K for every false PPS report. I'm telling you, it's pretty strict, and I do know that there's someone out there who has a channel who made a false report, and they know who he is. So, yeah, they're going to go back a bit to when this all started and when all these calls came in. And I can guarantee you all these calls came in after Jeremy Hale started attacking Michelle. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? All right. So I pretty much went over a little bit of this with the House of Scene, but I want to dive into it more. And I know that I have something else here about it, and I just can't find it. Can't find it. Not good. Okay. There was just so many papers and notes here regarding Jeremy and what happened today that they're all getting a little mixed up. So I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, this is for that. But yeah, see, I have papers that are mixed up. Put that there for now. Okay. All right. So, how y'all doing? Father got out in his own recognizance. Excuse me, what? Today was uncalled for and soon never happened. Totally discussing these people are to go this far. The father got out on his own recognizance. Who? Yes, 2 of the children are in critical condition. Who got out on his own recognizance? Oh, sorry guys, let me turn this off. I did not hear that. Who? Are we talking about something different? We gotta be. Are we talking about something different? I don't know. Who are we talking about? Oh, there is the paper I was looking for. Thank you. You guys there? Am I still here? Kendra is okay. The father of the 16. He got out? Nah. No way. He had a $300,000 bond. The grandfather of the 16 influence got a no bail release to go to hospital. That way the state does not have to pay for his care. He's not going anywhere. He's very sick. Okay. I have tons of questions. Like, did you see what the police said about the horrible condition of the children in the house? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Um, let's see. Okay. All right. I'm looking at this. This is all about that. Okay. So we will find out more information in regards to these kids. I want to help these kids at some point when we can vet out what kind of help is needed. I mean, we can all gather the help, but they're going to be setting up ways people can help them. And we want to make sure that they're not scammers and that they're legit before we do anything. What is this police stuff? Right, I got so many folders of stuff here, guys, and so many things happen to me. Oy. Sorry. Oh, okay. He has medical issues and the state that would be responsible for it. Yeah, I bet. I bet. He doesn't look right, I can tell you that. That's for sure. He looks scary, very scary. Alright, so this all goes here. Now I got it all in one spot, and it'll be fine. Forget. What is this? Oh, right of publicity. Do you guys know what the right of publicity is? Let me explain. The right of publicity. It basically gives individuals control over how their name, image, voice, and other aspects of their identity are used for commercial purposes. The right is protected by both common law, which is court decisions, and by statute, which is a law on the books. The statute in Florida statutes 5408. Florida specifically, the statute is section 5408 of the Florida statutes. And here's the gist. You can't use someone's name, portrait, photograph, or other likeness for commercial or advertising purposes without their consent, or consent of their estate if they're dead. Now, wouldn't you think that a thumbnail is an advertisement for a show or a video? Yeah, I think so. This right survives death for 40 years, meaning heirs can actually enforce it. The law provides for injunctive relief, a court order to stop the use, and damages, money if you win. There are exceptions for news, sports, and certain other issues that aren't commercial. Now, someone like Jerm cannot just say he's a journalist and just start talking about this family and destroying them. He will not get away with that. He's not a citizen journalist. The guy is a public figure because he claims to be an entertainer and does storage units. That was his thing. It's always been his thing. 4 years ago, before he moved to Otter Creek, he was not a citizen journalist. And you all know that. Okay? Now, what does this mean in practice? If you use a Floridian's name or picture in an ad or to sell something, and you don't have their permission, you get sued. The law is designed to protect celebrities, athletes, and ordinary people alike from having their identity used without permission for profit. Notable details is duration. The rights last for 40 years after the person's death. The scope covers the name, image, voice, and signature. Defenses. There are carve-outs for news reporting, commentary, and similar uses. But the damages, plaintiffs can get actual damages and sometimes punitive damages if the violation was willful, which you know it is. So if a company in Florida puts a famous athlete's face on a billboard to sell shoes, and the athlete did not agree to it, that's a violation. If a news station uses the same image in a story about the athlete, that's generally allowed. Get it? So, anyway, you can read more about the law. It says Florida Statute 540.08. 08. I thought it was quite interesting. Y'all should, if you're interested in like a lot of the stuff that's going on with the case, you should also look up agency law. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Anyway, guys, it's 1:40. My gosh, I have been on here for 3.5 hours. I did not expect that. Wow. If I can find the update, I'll email it to you. Thank you. You guys are helping so much with this case too. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's very important that we talk about things like this because there are cases where this is not going on, as you know, and then there are cases where it's so severe, the neglect and endangerment that it has to be brought to attention. Has to be brought to the attention of others so people are aware. They are aware. Someone in frickin', who knows, in any state across the country or even in another country watching Hal see something on a video that he's talking about, not even showing, talking about, and starts calling in these threats and then ad-libbing, because Jerem did not say anything about Michelle slapping the hell out of Harley yesterday. So they were just ad-libbing a bunch of shit, and then causing them to come out and visit the way they did with molestation accusations is insane. Absolutely insane. And they did that. I did not know Megan did that, but they did. She did too. And that's sick, twisted. Hope nobody ever does that to her. My God, that's terrible. You don't do that to children for no reason. For no reason. They like to insinuate shit all the fucking time. And this is serious. These are serious allegations that were never made against Hales by Michelle or John or Harley. Never. Michelle wouldn't put her daughter through that. It's just bullshit. As a matter of fact, there was a reward because I believe in one of these or a couple of these court cases, Jeremy has said that Michelle did in fact do that and called him certain names and said that he had something to do with her daughter, and which is a complete lie. And Bruce even put out a reward for anybody to prove that Michelle ever said that. And nobody came forward. Nobody. Megan tried to with some bullshit fucking game she was playing about it, mocking it. But there's still no proof. There's no proof she ever said this. Well, where'd it come from then? You guys have all the evidence. You guys have all the proof. Where the fuck is it? You want $2,000? Who is it? DJ Radis? Prove it. Bruce's name's out there. He'll give you, there's a reward. He's even doubled it up to shock it last week. He said, you still haven't come up with it. Nobody came forward with this. Where's the fucking proof? You show the proof right now, and I will add $2,000 to your favorite charity today. Bruce did that last week. Nobody really knows that he did, but he did. He doubled it up to shock it, saying provide the proof. Because he knows it doesn't exist. Has anybody here seen it? I don't think so. What amazes me, though, is people have talked about, 3 people have actually talked about sending Jeremy screenshots of things that Michelle supposedly said in the very beginning of all this. The very beginning. One of them has already been proven to be an editor of things and making shit up. We all know who that one is. That's the DJ Radis. We've caught him editing stuff on here. We've gone back and debunked it and showed what was actually on here and how he screwed up in his little editing screen because he had a little bit of a mirrored image on it. And he spelled shit wrong. And he actually used Pebs, something Pebs said that was highlighted on our screen. And we proved that he lied about it. And he laughed and admitted it. Okay, yeah. So you do those things. He was caught again, too. A while before that. And so you do those things here, but you didn't do them when you sent them over to Jeremy. And meanwhile, the stuff that Jeremy received and was showing was never Michelle's account. they were posting something in there in one of the Book of Faces thing, and I was trying to find it and couldn't find it. But I got a screenshot of it, so they must have either took it down or whatever. But they showed an OnlyFans page with what they think my names are. And when you go to OnlyFans and you need an account to look, so I couldn't look, and I don't have an account, but I know someone who does, and they couldn't even find what was posted under these names or whatever. So, but if there is an existing thing there under those names that we just can't find, it's not mine. It's somebody made them up because those names aren't my names. So I would never make a page like that with all those names. So you got people making pages up and things like that. It's just crazy what's going on. I love how Jeremy says that somebody made a page of his wiki feed. No, dude, that was yours. That was before all this shit happened. You had that shit up there. You just got caught, and you're saying that they did it. Sorry. Yeah, no. I thought that was funny, though. Hilarious. And when did people get pictures of your feet to even create a page like that? Just curious. I don't know how often he showed his feet barefoot, you know. But okay. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you guys for all the prayers, because they need them. Harley needs them for sure. You know, she still goes through health issues at times, guys. She has seizures and stuff. They've been trying to change her medicine so it doesn't affect her. Yeah, I'm not going into it. She has other health conditions that nobody knows about. And I'm sorry, but Jerem, when you sit there and say, oh, it's just a protein thing. Obviously not if she's having seizures. It's just epilepsy. It's not just a protein thing. So you know a little bit more. You're trying to, like, not saying... I don't know how this guy thinks he knows anything at all. He is not on this property. He has no idea what goes on in a camper, in the farm, in a shed, whatever the fuck he thinks. He has no idea, aside from what his cameras show him. There's nobody there on that property that talks to Germ. I hope everybody understands that. There is nobody on Michelle and John's property that talks to Jeremy to tell him anything. Right? If he comes up with, let's just say Michelle and I had a conversation, and she didn't have me on, let's say she did not have me on speakerphone, and she was just talking, let's say she's walking around the property, I don't know, just playing with Harley, watching Harley in the front of the behind the fence, obviously, but in the front of the property, and she's on the phone with somebody, because I guarantee you this happens, okay? But let's say it was me that she's talking to. I'm not on speakerphone, but, you know, Michelle is loud, right? A lot of people talk loud. Gabe's one that talks loud too, okay? She's talking to somebody in that area of her property. Those cameras across the street that he's got that are up high and also in different places, but there's one that you can see right, just look over and it's right there. It's a 360 camera, okay? That one's got audio. He can hear everything. That is what Tori and I did when we were right there by where the gate is talking. And we talked about something specific just to see if he'd mention it, and he sure as hell did. So that's how we know he's getting audio. So all this mole talk that he's been talking about for so long is the cameras. Yeah, sure, it turned out to be a mole, but not from the, like, he didn't put her there to do it. The moles were always the cameras. If you watch, and like I've watched so many of his shows and I've gone back to them where he talks about the camera, he talks about the audio, he laughs about it, you know, and how listening to it could be hilarious, you know. And then other times he's got this mole here, he's got that mole there. He talked about putting up 50 cameras and they joked about them being moles. I'm telling you right now, the moles have always been those cameras. That should be shocking, but from him, nope. I know, right? I know. And they've been there all along. And he's basically told you. He always tells you what he's up to and what he does. You know? He does. He just can't keep his mouth shut. He's like too excited about the mind that he has, thinking he's brilliant and coming up with these things. You know? And he's not. You know, I actually talked to people who have sat and watched how he will put himself in a corner, sit down in a chair, and you can see his brain going. He's always thinking of trying to create something that people are going to want to view. And right now, what he watches with his content is that he's getting more views when he's going after Michelle or John or me. I think with me, it's lessening a little because now he's going after Michelle and John with the Depo and stuff like that, and he's been egging it on. He's actually had more views this past week. But watch it when he stops talking about it, which I think he's going to end up having to stop talking about it soon, real soon, because things are coming close to hitting a head in various ways, and they all might hit at the same time. That's a good possibility. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but let's just say there's 3 things out there that are coming to a head. They can all hit at the same time. They can join together and get it all at the same time, or it's going to be one by one. So, and I can't really say more than that, but that could cause him not to talk about anything anymore, like he did for those 3 weeks where he didn't mention a word about me. But you knew he was coming back to it because he can't contain himself. Yeah. So, and if y'all think I'm funny, you want to mock me for any of this, go right ahead. I've never lied to you guys. And guess what? We talked about Fed 2. Was I wrong? Was I wrong? We talked about their stuff being bullshit. All the accusations they made about Michelle. Now, John, same accusations that are going on right now. 45 CPS calls. Is the child still on the property? Yes, she is. Is the child still with them? Yes, she is. Is this going to be unfounded too? Absolutely. I have nothing to lie to you guys about. I am bringing the truth to you guys. I am debunking the bullshit because he's affecting people's lives. And this entire time, it has always boiled down to the effect that it's going to have on this little girl. This little girl is what made me do something as far as not letting her feel neglected, showing her a beautiful time, showing her she's important, not neglected by the community that she lives around. I'm not saying showing that she's not neglected by her parents, that she's not neglected because she was neglected for an event that was for the community. Everybody can go but her. Whether she knew it or not, she may have heard about it. Through all these cases and whatever, how long some of these cases can go on, you never know. She's going to read about it one day. Hopefully not. I hope to God at some point the judge turns around and says to Germ and his minions who have channels, you are to remove every video, post, or mention of Michelle, Harley, and John that you've ever put out on your YouTube channel. I hope to God that's what happens. And it could happen, but that's what I hope happens. And then maybe she won't hear any of it. It won't pop up in Google search. Wherever she may live as an adult or maybe in college or something, those people won't have heard about her. We don't know. We never know. So, but it's important to keep her protected at all times. And I don't know. I'm just living and I'm babbling right now. I'm just venting maybe, I guess. I don't know. I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted. And it's just, we got to stop it. We got to stop it somehow, some way. And the legal way, the right way. And that's what I'm doing. I'm giving the authorities that I've been in contact with everything. And you could laugh about it. You can mock it. Oh, she's going to the police. But I'm not a cop caller. No, I'm not a cop caller. This is not someone being a cop caller. This is someone helping protect somebody. I've done it for Jeannie because I witnessed it for too long. I'm not calling about somebody literally coming to my house. Okay? There was already an ongoing investigation. If I saw that girl taking pictures and I had no investigation, I wouldn't have called the cops at all. Because they've done it before, and I didn't call the cops. Okay? There's already an investigation. And these people are all part of it. Whatever they do while this investigation goes on, it's all being sent to the authorities in regards to it. All of it. You want to go on, it'd be totally different if you were, you don't have to harass me, right? You want to talk about something, you disagree with what I said, have a normal conversation. You don't go and harass people because you disagree or you have a different opinion. Okay? That's more of a, commentary than anything else. You're harassing. All these channels are harassing, and they're doing it back to back. That's the echo chamber. Anyway, I can go on and on. I'm going to stop. It's 2:00 in the morning. You have to vent. This is poison. It is. It absolutely is. And just remember, guys, I am all for protecting this child. So, Jeremy, you can make fun of me all you want with I'm protecting the child. I am a fucking warrior, and I pull weeds, and I will protect children from assholes like you that are trying to destroy them and their families. And shame on you for inciting this bullshit that's causing this little girl to go through what she's going through right now. Period. Deal with it. I'm not going anywhere. I will stop bullies like you from hurting children. Because that's what you're doing. From day one, that's what you've done. You've been doing it. And I'm going to stop it. Anyway, guys. Overall, that's my thought for the evening. I want you guys to have a fabulous day tomorrow and enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you, Robbie's live tomorrow at 8:00. He's got some good stuff. If you're interested in crystals, go check it out and have some fun with Robbie and the guys over there. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry it was a very serious topic tonight. I'm sorry Robbie left early. Robbie did not know what happened until he got on here. And Robbie doesn't take things like this very well at all. I should have warned him, but so much was going on. So I want to thank you all for supporting and being here. Thank you all so much for your support. It means the world to me and us that are on here. And you guys are absolutely amazing. Please don't ever forget that. Stay strong. And just please pray for Harley. She needs it right now. Thank you all. I love you guys. I will see you tonight. Sorry, not tonight. Tonight. Tomorrow night. It is tonight, really. On Get Swamped at 8:00. And Saturday night, I'll be back at 10. Please pray for Harley. Good night. Bye.